Here? Sorry, I can't answer that. You can't. How many coppers work here? Can you answer if Sergio's here? Real friendly group around here. Thousands of people are watching. What could you do? Tell me. He doesn't have any other skills, guys. This is all he can do. He doesn't have any other skill sets.
Honey, you can't solicit a trespass. Go ahead, let's follow it. Let's see if you're gonna get sued. Let's see.
What you gotta do? I'm listening.
Questions. I'm not gonna answer your question.
When you start asking where you going, where you been, what time you coming home, is that what you do? You go, okay, no problem.
It's all right here.
Just save your bullshit.
Here.
Get out.
Okay.
Do I need to sign it? Go on. Go on. I'm gonna FOIA your body cam, and I'm gonna find out if my taillights are out in a rent-a-car.
Okay.
I don't believe you. I think you're lying. Look at you. You're a piece of shit tyrant. I don't respect you at all. I hope you burn in hell. I hope you burn in hell. You just look at yourself. I can say anything I want. Why are you running my plates? What right do you have to run my plates?
16 California tag, H. Charles Mary Williams. Hey, Officer Shepard, badge number 116. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good, Officer Shepard.
Hey, so I'm running your tag. Is it in the public, okay? And it's our typical procedure to run tag.
Okay, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
How are you? What can I help you with?
Well, you can't help me, I guess. I mean, I don't need any help.
You don't need any help?
No, I don't need any help. I mean, I'm pretty self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name's Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Badge number is 677.
How you doing, Mike?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, man. How long you been a copper for?
For almost 9 years here in Green Bay.
A lot of places I go to, they say the cops are terrible. I was just in Philadelphia, and they said that people I interviewed on the street said the cops are all pretty rough around there.
Mm-hmm.
But the citizens I talked to yesterday here in town, they all said that you guys, I didn't really get any complaints. I said, is there any particular cop who harasses people? Go ahead. I said, was there any particular police officers who were harassing you or, bothering you or anything like that? And they really didn't have any. They didn't really have any. I didn't hear.
Walk with me, son.
Oh, you want to hang out? I'll hang out with you, man. Cool.
That's good. How was Philly?
Rough. Where are you from? Philly was rough. West Coast. I'm from the West Coast. Yeah, I go around all around the country, and pretty much if things are copacetic, I'm pretty copacetic.
Nice, awesome.
I'm not a fan of police, but at the same time, I'll treat you like an individual. Absolutely. Until someone gives me a directive or tries to demand my ID. Or I mean, this is just what I do.
Putting this on YouTube?
Yeah, brother. You'll be on YouTube. This is Mike. Mike's been nothing but polite so far, so I'm happy to see that. Well, I'm going to go inside and take a look around and see what you guys got for decorations in there. Let's go see what we got in here. It looks like there's a double door here. Alrighty. Police public call box. Hey, good morning. How are you? I just wanted to come into the world famous Green Bay Police Department, and because you guys are known. I mean, Green Bay.
Oh, yeah.
So I stress test rights all over the country.
Okay.
I go from police department to police department. I have a First Amendment right to film, so I just go in and make sure that my rights are being respected.
Oh, cool.
This is just part of making sure our freedoms are respected. That's all I'm doing. And I met Officer Mike outside. He was pretty nice.
I don't know if Mike's that tall, but
He was really tall. That guy was really tall. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well, not really much to see here. No one said anything to me. Like I said, these things are typically if
You're Dan?
am I Dan?
Yeah.
You
Dan?
I cannot confirm or deny my name is Dan. But what's your name, sir? Are you a copper?
I'm like Dan. Yeah.
What's your name and badge number then?
Well, I don't have to give you that because I'm not working.
Oh, you're not in your official capacity. I wonder that.
But, sir, do you feel like being recorded? No, so you can't do that in here. You can do it to us all you want.
So let me
record other people.
Now let me tell you this. Go pound sand. Go pound sand, bro. Go get on your knees and eat my shorts. Jump down on your knees and eat my shorts. I'm filming them right now. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I can keep it out.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Go ahead. Now let me educate this dirty jackboot thug pig. Here you go. My name is Chili DeCastro. I'm a constitutional law scholar. Here's the law right here, dunce cap. There's always one dumbass pig. You stupid pig. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. You should have minded your business, you moron. What did I say? I said it was pretty boring. I was about to leave. There's always one dumb pig. Always. Come on out here and arrest me, buddy. Come on out here and arrest me. There's the jackboot thug pig. We found him already. I was here for 7 minutes. Now, Mike back there was very respectful. But that dumb pig had to come out here and give me orders. And that doesn't work. Piggy. It don't work. You can't do that. You see, ma'am, I'm telling you, this is the reason why I do this. I know you have to stay on the cop's side. I'm not saying you're on my side. I'm just talking to the audience right now. You see, this is why we do it, you know? You got people like that who don't know that this is a public forum. I can film in here anytime I'd like. So let me show you guys. Let me just put this right here. Okay, inside your trifold, it says right here, right to film cops, and this would include police departments, police stations. You know, this would include this right here. You have a First Amendment right to film police. That right does not change when you go into a police lobby. It's right there, the right to film cops. Now, I'm not sure if he has to identify when he's not in uniform or not, but I'm pretty sure that if he's gonna act in his official capacity as he did. I need that cop's name and badge number. I need to speak to him. I'm sorry. I need to speak to the commander here. I'm gonna need his name and badge number. You can't come out and act in an official capacity and not identify yourself after I asked him to identify. That's not how it works. God bless America. That's what I'm trying to say here. You don't get to act in your official capacity and not identify yourself. I got him on camera. Eventually I'll find out his name and badge number. It's not just that cop right there. I don't have to identify myself. He has to identify who he is. And then he started to give me directives as though he was working in his official capacity. That's the problem. You don't get to do that. You don't get to have it both ways. Either you're working your official capacity or off duty. If you're off duty, then you don't have to identify. And I'll explain the same thing to the commander there as well. Do you got your policy book here, ma'am? Do you have your police, what the policies are for the Green Bay Police Department? Do you have a copy of that with you? Could I get a copy of that, please? I just want to see if the cops have to identify in this particular city and state. I just need a name and badge number. Be happy to move along. I just need a name and badge number. I guarantee you, when I release his name and badge number, there'll be people in this town who say that this guy's a jackboot thug pig. Guarantee it. Guys like that who want to be in control and in charge of everything and everybody, they behave that way with everybody. That shift commander is right there. He has to address something right now. I sue people. I travel the country suing police departments. I'm gonna sue, and I'll sue him as well. He'll be listed. I will sue you guys. I have to get his name and badge number. He doesn't get to tell me what to do and act in an official capacity and not identify. I guarantee you he violated policy.
And it is our policy that we have to go to our next available supervisor. So we're looking to see if our other sergeant or lieutenant will be coming up. We're getting somebody to come out, but we have to go to our policy to go.
Did you hear I was leaving? Did you hear me say, well, this was pretty boring, nothing going on here.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to walk out the door. Comes out here, asks my name. I said, I'm not gonna tell you my name's Dan or not. And then he starts telling me what to do. I just need his name and badge number and I'll get out of here. That's all I need, name and badge number. It's tough, man, when the hands shake. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know if it's adrenaline or what it is. So here's the funny part. That copper who came out and complained, while I was out there, I just remembered that when I came over here and showed you guys this, what I didn't show you was this little room over here. If that copper has a problem with someone filming here, or he feels like someone in this lobby needs some privacy, there's the space right there. There's chairs in there. There's 2 chairs in there. There's a little space right here where he could take someone who wanted some privacy. It also says right here, there's a lock on there, so this is a restricted area. I can't go behind a locked door. It's a restricted area. I mean, I would hate to stay here all day. I'd hate to be here all day long. I would hate to stay here all day, but I will until I get that guy's name and badge number.
He just came in from off the road.
Okay, so I need his name and badge number. When I get back to LA, I'll be making some constitutional law scholar sweatshirts. Those will be coming out just in time for Christmas. You gonna give me his name and badge number, Mike? God bless. Yeah, is that a little private area right there? There you go. Yeah.
Today I would produce our car, our mailing,
My dad was in the police department from 1946 to 1981. He retired as a shift commander. And I'll tell you what, this fire station was built in 1969. And he was here from 69 to 81. He was a shift commander here. And before that, you know where the big city hall is? When he first started, that city hall was built in about 1955. And the old city hall, he was in there. And then after that, but is there anybody I could talk to here?
All right, just give me the shift commander's name and I'll file. He's gonna be shocked when he gets litigation filed in his name. Give me the watch commander's name. What's his name and badge number? I will file against that man right there. You don't want to do the service? Fine. Then accept what I do.
Hi. Are you
Pretty.
who wants to talk to me? Thank you.
Good looking lady.
I'm Erin.
Aaron, nice to meet you. I need that cop's name and badge number.
Sure.
I'm not gonna go
Just so I
outside.
can, I know, I just want to be able to hear you.
So you step out here if you want. You shut that door.
Yeah, sure.
Nice to meet you. Aaron, your name?
Erin,
How
yeah.
you doing, Aaron?
Good.
So listen, my name is Joey Castro. The name of my channel is called Elite Laws. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I
Sure.
travel the country
Okay.
and I hold police departments accountable. I'm known all over the world.
Okay.
And if I don't get that cop's name and badge number, then I'm gonna file litigation I'll file against you, Aaron,
Sure.
because that's the only name I have. He's not allowed to come out and say to me, hey, what's your name? And I say, what's your name and badge number? He says, I'm not on duty. I say, okay, fine. He says, your name Dan? And I said, I'm not gonna confirm or deny my name. And then he says, okay, well, you can't film in here. Then he tries to work in his official capacity.
Sure.
You don't get it both ways. I'm a little bit incensed because I was leaving here. I've been here for 9 minutes. I've been here for 56 minutes now. He threatened to come back out. I don't know what he meant by that, but I need his name and badge number because what I want to do is ask the people of Green Bay when I put it in a short video who he is and if other people have complaints against this guy. If he acted that way with me and I'm just a quiet guy, I certainly don't look like a thug or a gangbanger. It'll take me about 4 hours to write it.
Sure. So what I'm hearing from you is.
I need his name and badge number.
Yep, you're upset because he didn't identify himself.
You can't act in your official capacity and not give your name and badge number.
Camera before I came out here, and it looks like he told you his name was Solomon. Is that correct?
No, he didn't. Came out, I mean, I have it on video as well. I have it on 2 cameras.
Sure.
He came out and asked me
Yep.
what was my name was Dan. I said, I'm not gonna tell you my name's Dan or not. And then he said, well, you can't film in here. You're making someone feel uncomfortable. So then I went right over and I put the camera around. The guy said, what are you gonna do about it?
Sure.
Because I'm allowed to film I don't like to put my camera stand on people's faces.
It's okay.
But Aaron, if you want the lawsuit against you, you go online, you go on Google, then I pay Google a little fee to put your name at the top of Google.
Well, no.
And that's
So
what I do.
there's no reason to file a lawsuit against me. So
I need his name and badge number.
you've got his name on the back here, and you
Okay.
also have my card with my contact information. We went away from badge numbers because we changed from badge numbers to department
Solomon
seniority.
Aries, is he a lieutenant,
So
a
that's-
captain, a sergeant? What is Solomon?
He's a police officer.
He's an officer.
Yeah,
Well,
yes, sir.
he should not be promoted. There are not 1 video or 2 videos. There's millions of videos of cops abusing, raping, torturing, killing, prosecuting, persecuting people. Put your hands behind your back and I'm gonna put you in these torture cuffs. Those torture cuffs were created by the Delaware colony. Then you put me in torture cuffs and put me in the back of that car. It's claustrophobic and strap me in it. It's
Did you put your seatbelt on yet?
with your arms behind your back on a hard plastic seat where your cuffs are getting tighter and tighter and tighter.
Sometimes that happens, yeah.
The reason I hate cops at 18 years old, they put me in the torture cuffs, my hands were purple. They were torturing me because I told them to F off so many times. So they tortured me for drinking.
Sounds like you had a really bad experience.
Oh no, millions of people have. My channel's huge. Millions of people have had this experience of being abused and hurt by police. I've only been treated humanely by cops a very few times in my life ever. And that's only because I became famous online. You can't use humane straps.
So, yeah, I don't think we go that route. But that's a whole different.
But why don't you?
That's a whole
And
other
this
story
and,
for a
and this
different
is
day. I'd be happy to talk
right.
to you
And,
about
that,
it later.
and by the way, what you're saying right now is the
Yes, sir.
same thing that we hear hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Hey, we can't talk about that. It's not gonna do that.
Well, it's not that we can't, it's just that now is not the appropriate time.
But you're the supervisor. You came out to talk to me. That means that you have some clout here. How many people want to push you? Very few. Very,
I
very
wish
few.
that was the world we lived in. I
You think people want to attack cops?
I think sometimes they do, yeah, and I know that they do because I work in this job, so.
You've been
it's not
attacked?
Like I said,
How
I'd
many
love
times?
to have you on a
How many
ride.
times have you been attacked?
I would love to have you on a
I got
ride.
your card. How many
We
times
can
have you been
chat.
attacked?
You can get a hold of me.
How many times
either
have you been
way,
attacked?
okay?
Just tell me.
Email.
Answer. How many? How many times have you been punched? Who would punch this face?
Very nice to meet you.
Take care, Aaron.
Thank you.
Goodbye. You have a magnetic personality.
I do.
Yeah, you have a real good vibe about you. But the problem is that when you wear that thin blue line flag, you create a divide between you and I. You make it so that you're on that team and I'm not on that team.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Oh no, there's millions of people who feel like I do. There's millions of people. There's millions of people who hate that thin blue line because it represents the way we see it is it represents a gang. A gang? No, I don't think so. Really? Take
Oh,
care of
I
yourself,
think so.
man. Remember, don't shoot anybody, bro. Don't shoot anybody. I was just so full of angst just now that someone's gonna walk up to me and ask me what I'm doing here. She wants to ask me a favor. What's your favor?
This is a corporate building, and we're told we cannot film this building. Anything else around here, you're welcome to film.
This building.
Wait, you just opened my.
1 second, everybody. Welcome to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? Can everybody do me a favor and hit the like button? Would you take your finger and reach down to the thumbs up below you and hit the like button? I'm going to show you just a couple of things, and we're going to jump right into Constitutional Law Scholar today. I don't have everything on the board yet, but it's being printed up and it's going on the wall even as I'm making this video. There are people working on Constitutional Law Scholar right this second. And so I'm going to do a rundown on Constitutional Law Scholar in just a couple minutes here. Welcome everybody to Delete Laws. Who is in the room? Can you do me a favor? Can you let me know you're in the room by putting in the comment section? OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. And what does overturn Terry versus Ohio exactly mean? What does it mean? It means that there are four specific parts of Terry versus Ohio. Number one, it puts officer safety over all of our civil liberties. Number two, it creates that term, reasonable articulable suspicion. That is not a part of our Fourth Amendment at all whatsoever. It was created by the government. Number three, it allows cops to run up and grab you and put their hands on you in the form of patting you down. Number four, it allows cops to detain you, which now means a POW style of arrest. Back in 1968, it meant a light pat down on the front of your trousers. Today, it means get on your knees, get on your belly. We're going to put you in torture cuffs. And that's what OTVO actually means. So if you're confused about it, you never heard it before, that's what OTVO means. Just like JBTP means what? What does JBTP mean? What does JBTP mean? Anybody? OTVO. JBTP means what? I'm just trying to figure it out. You got the package, Radic. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got to remember, you got to get a trifold in your car. Go to deletelaws.com. It's 2 for $1 Saturday. You get 2 trifolds for the price of 1. You get 4 trifolds for the price of 2. You get 6 trifolds for the price of 3. And I always, with every order, no matter what you order, if I ship you anything, I put a couple pair of cop cards in there for you for free. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? All right. We're going to watch one more little video that I made last night. And this shows the exact reason why you don't want to have the back and forth with the copper. So we're going to get into that. And then I'm going to jump right into Constitutional Law Scholar. I'm going to show you the layout for Constitutional Law Scholar. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be teaching and what I'm going to be focusing on. And I hope you guys really love it, because this is the whole channel. You see these live streams we're doing here where I review videos and I do stuff like that. This is going to come to an end. It's all going to be about teaching Constitutional Law Scholars starting this week. Starting today. I'm going to show you guys today. People are like, oh, where's Constitutional Law Scholar? It takes time to do anything great. And to do anything great, you can't do it alone. You need a lot of people to help you. And a lot of people have been helping me. A ton of people. So I made this video last night. It went out this morning, and I want to show you guys exactly what it is.
Wait, you just opened my door without. All I did was just say I want to turn on my camera, and you opened my door.
You're going to provide your identification.
I never even said I'm not trying to offer my identification. What is going on with you guys? Are you okay? What's your name? What's your badge number? Can I get your card, please? Sir, what? I was trying to comply and talk to this gentleman, and then you got very aggressive.
You've been asked 3 or 4 times very nicely to give your driver's license.
No, sir. You asked me.
Are you going to give your driver's license?
Can I talk?
Are you going to give your driver's license?
Can I talk?
Are you going to give
Am I allowed to talk?
After you give your driver's license? Sure, 100%.
Am I allowed to talk to you, sir?
The mistake people are making, it becomes a tug of war over, he's going to tell me why he pulled me over, or I'm not going to give him my license. I'm not going to give him my license until they tell me why they pulled me over.
Are you going to identify yourself?
Am I allowed to talk to you, sir?
After you provide your driver's license, we'll be more than happy to talk to you.
Brothers, give him your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance. And then plead the fifth. You gotta plead the fifth. All you do is plead the fifth. Nothing else but the fifth. Why are you using extra words? Every word you use, he's gonna use right against you.
Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. All right, that's fine. Everything is here. So it looks like we are going to be spending the night in whatever precinct they bring me to.
Sir, if you just provide your driver's license,
Because
it'll go a lot smoother.
they're forcing me to force my ID when I have not committed a crime.
You have committed a crime.
What's my crime? You haven't even stated what my crime is.
So going 60 inside of there, you were speeding, sir. So all I need is your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Like I said, I've asked you 4 or 5 times. And
No, you did not ask me 4 or 5 times. He said he asked me 4 or 5 times when he did it from this side. You only asked me a quarter of a time. And then when I was trying to discuss with you to figure out the situation, to understand the gravity of the situation, unfortunately, this gentleman here decided to get a little aggressive.
The mistake you're making is asking why you got pulled over. You want to hear his lies? You want to hear he's going to make stuff up? Stop answering any questions.
Because you're failing to identify yourself.
No, you didn't even give me a chance, sir. And you are very aggressive.
Okay, can you go and step out of the vehicle for me?
You did not give me a chance, and you are very aggressive.
What is the police goal? They want to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money.
So, I was just communicating with this gentleman,
Sir, like he says, can you please step out of the vehicle?
and I'm confused. This is weird. Do you not understand how any good law-abiding human would misunderstand your aggression here? Because I was talking to this gentleman, and then next thing I know, this guy is being very aggressive when we were trying to understand the situation, and he was trying to help me understand the situation. But yet, this gentleman here, what's your badge number?
13402.
What's your name?
Deputy Watley.
This gentleman here decide. This is the last time I'm gonna talk to you.
License, registration, and proof of insurance, please.
I mean, I wasn't even doing that. Why you pulled me over? I wasn't speeding.
What do you mean why I pulled you over?
I'm just asking
You're driving 20 miles over speed limit. I got you on my radar.
Dude, I was going 15 miles. You see me just turn down
No,
the
I
street?
didn't see that. I
You
didn't see that. Can I get your license, registration, and proof of insurance?
I just don't feel justified like you pulled me over. I think because you know what neighborhood I'm in, and
Okay.
I mean,
Can you do me a favor, sir? Can you step out of the car?
for what?
Sir, can you step out of the car?
I didn't even.
Sir, can you please step out of the car? Thank you. Here, just give me your hands. Give me both your hands.
Sir,
I'll take
sir,
this.
I'm not.
She's
Sir,
filming. She's
sir.
filming. I'm filming. Come on, step out.
Sir, listen to me real quick. Listen to me. Listen to me. I didn't.
Do you have to do this?
Damn, bro.
There you go.
Damn, bro. Come on, bro.
There you go.
All right.
There
Come
you
on, man. I didn't even do nothing, bro.
Ma'am, I'm gonna talk to you. Don't talk.
You're going to take another ride.
Okay, I will. I said I will.
Get out of the car.
Okay, I will. I'm not sure what you're doing.
Now.
Am I safe?
Get out of the car.
Am I safe?
Get out of the car.
Am I safe?
Yes. Get out of the car.
I'm safe. You're saying I'm safe. I'm trying to understand what's going on. I'm sorry. I'm scared.
Get out.
This is a scary situation, guys. This is scary.
Why the fuck are you pulling me over? I'm not going to stay
Ma'am, I
calm.
just need your license, registration, and proof of insurance.
No,
Okay.
I'm not giving you my license.
You're not
Or
giving-
no, I'm not giving you.
Sissy, just
Why? Stop it.
What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, officer?
Stop.
Why are you arresting her?
This is not
No,
legal.
no, what the fuck?
Get out.
This is a scary situation, guys. This is scary.
Hold on. It doesn't matter why they pull you over. Don't engage. Don't talk. Don't say anything. Just invoke your Fifth Amendment right.
And then when I was trying to discuss with you to figure out the situation, to understand the gravity of the situation, unfortunately, this gentleman here decided to get a little aggressive.
Anything I say to this guy, he'll use against me. So why do I care? I do not care why that cop is pulling me over. If I answer one question, he's going to ask me another and another. And you know he's going to say, I'm arguing, and pull me out of the car.
Trying to understand what's going on. I'm sorry. This
This-
gentleman
this is the
here
last time I'm gonna ask
decide. This is the last time I'm gonna talk to you. Don't talk.
I don't want to have any conversations with any cops ever. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right immediately.
Wait, you just opened my door without, all I did was just say I want to turn on my camera, and you opened my door.
You're failing to provide your identification.
I never even said I'm not trying to offer my identification. What is going on with you guys? Are you okay? What's your name? What's your badge number? Can I get your card, please? Sir, what? I was trying to comply and talk to this gentleman, and then you got very aggressive.
You've been asked 3 or 4 times very nicely to give your driver's license. And you
No,
haven't.
sir. You asked me.
Are you going to give your driver's license?
Can I talk?
Are you going to give your driver's
Can I
license?
talk?
Are you going to give
Am
your
I
driver's
allowed to
license?
talk?
After you give your driver's license? Sure, 100%.
Am I allowed to talk to you, sir?
Are you going to identify yourself?
Am I allowed to talk to you, sir?
After you provide your driver's license, we'll be more than happy to talk to you.
Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. All right, that's fine. Everything is here. So it looks like we are going to be spending the night in whatever precinct they bring me to,
Sir, if you just provide your driver's license,
because
it'll go a lot smoother.
they're forcing me to force my ID when I have not committed a crime.
You have to make it.
What's my crime? You haven't even stated what my crime is.
So going 60 inside of there, you were speeding, sir. So all I need is your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Like I said, I've asked you 4 or 5 times. And
No, you did not ask me 4 or 5 times. He said he asked me 4 or 5 times
I have
when
asked
he did it from this side. You only asked me a quarter of a time. And then when I was trying to discuss with you to figure out the situation, to understand the gravity of the situation, unfortunately, this gentleman here decided to get a little aggressive.
Because you're failing to identify yourself.
No, you didn't even give me a chance, sir. And you are very aggressive.
Okay, can you go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me?
You did not give me a chance, and you are very aggressive.
Can you go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me, please?
So, I was just communicating with this gentleman,
sir, like he says, can you please step out of the vehicle?
and I'm confused. This is weird. Do you not understand how any good law-abiding human would misunderstand your aggression here? Because I was talking to this gentleman, and then next thing I know, this guy is being very aggressive when we were trying to understand the situation, and he was trying to help me understand the situation. But yet, this gentleman here, what's your badge number?
13402.
What's your name?
Deputy Watman.
This
This
gentleman
is the
here
last time I'm gonna
decide.
ask
This is the last time I'm going to talk to you. Don't talk.
You're going to take another ride.
Okay,
Get out
I
of the car.
will. I said I will.
Get out of the car.
Okay, I will. I'm not sure what you're doing.
Now.
Am I safe?
Get out of the car.
Am I safe?
Get out of the car.
Am I safe?
Yes. Get out of the car.
I'm safe. You're saying I'm safe. I'm trying to
Get out of the
understand what's
car.
going on. I'm sorry. I'm scared.
Get out.
This is a scary situation, guys. This is scary. Hold on.
He's gonna ask me if I know why he pulled me over to try to get me into an argument so that he can pull me out of the car and put me in torture cuffs and torture me and take me to the dungeon. His goal is to take me and kidnap me and put me in jail and take my car and take my money.
The mic. Sorry about that. The mic is unmuted. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. And we're going to do a rundown here of Constitutional Law Scholar. I'm going to teach you guys a couple of things that you may or may not have known yesterday. And let me just see one thing here. because I had this set up for you guys and I wanted to make sure that I have. Okie dokie. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to go down the line and I want to see what you guys know and what you don't know. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, cool. So what Constitutional Law Scholar is it's a way for you to learn case law and U.S. history in a rather unique way. It's going to teach you what I call cultural context. So you understand exactly what was going on in the time, in the period of the era, so you can understand some things. So you're going to have George Washington. He's going to be our first president, 1789. His vice president is going to be John Adams, but John Adams ran against George Washington. And then here, George Washington is going to be reelected in 1794, and then he's going to be president again from 1793 to 1797. And again, John Adams is going to be his vice president, even though John Adams ran against him. And then we come up here and John Adams runs for president and he barely beats Thomas Jefferson. He beats him by 1 vote. And then Thomas Jefferson ends up being his vice president because, well, that's how the Constitution was originally set up. And so then we get Thomas Jefferson, who's going to be president in 1801 to 1804. And Aaron Burr is going to be his vice president. But again, Aaron Burr ran against Thomas Jefferson. And so then right here, when Thomas Jefferson is president here again in 1805 to 1809, then what happens is we have George Clinton, who's going to be his vice president. And you know what? Thomas Jefferson chose George Clinton to be his vice president. How'd that happen? That's going to happen with the 12th Amendment that's going to pass in 1804. So now you say, well, who exactly made that possible? That's going to be Article 5 of the Constitution, where you can amend the Constitution. Now, right back here, we're going to have the 7 articles of the Constitution right here, which I don't have them on the wall yet. We're actively doing this weekend. We're going to be done by Tuesday, and I'm going to be able to teach a much more comprehensive. But let's go down the line. Now, Thomas Jefferson here is going to be president twice. The first time he didn't get to pick his vice president. The second time he did. Now here we're going to get James Madison. Now James Madison is going to choose his vice president. He's going to choose George Clinton and he's going to choose Elbridge Gerry. Elbridge Gerry is going to be his vice president from 1813 to 1817. And what's going to happen here? Elbridge Gerry is going to be the first vice president who creates what's called gerrymandering, where he outlines different territories and areas to be in a Republican government, a Republican representative government, meaning that in every area in the country today where you live in Saginaw County, you vote for a Republican representative, someone to represent you, not a Republican as far as Republican and Democrat. So then you're going to have James Madison. He's going to be president twice from 1809 until 1817. Then James Monroe is going to come in and he's going to be president twice. And he's going to have the exact same vice president twice, Daniel D. Tompkins. Daniel D. Tompkins here, Daniel D. Tompkins here. Now that's the end of the founding fathers who are presidents. That ends it. We have 5. The first 5 presidents are the founding fathers. You have George Washington. John Adams is only going to win once. John Adams' contribution to America is unbelievable. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson create the first political parties, Republican, Democrat. Back then it's called Federalist and Democratic Republican. So Thomas Jefferson represents the Democratic Republicans, whereas John Adams represents the Federalist. And this chasm between these two men sets the country into a tumble. Thomas Jefferson is going to fight for state rights, while John Adams is going to fight for federal rights to oversee and supersede state rights. Now, you're going to go back and forth on this, but again, you're going to go back to the articles of the Constitution back here, which are going to state that state and federal, which is more important to you, state laws or federal laws? Go, let me hear it. Which is more important to you, state laws or federal laws? Which affects you the most at home, state laws or federal laws? I'm going to read the comments here and see if you guys can get it. Which affects you more, state laws or federal laws? So now down here, you're going to get James Monroe is going to be president twice, and then John Q. Adams, JQA is what they called him a lot of times. John Q. Adams is going to be the first president who's not one of the founding fathers or authors of the Constitution or on the Declaration of Independence. He's going to be the very first one. But ironically, John Q. Adams is going to be the son of John Adams. And we keep going down the line. Now, here's the really crazy about is JQA, he's going to have quite a career. This guy's going to go on after being president, and he's going to become a representative in the House of Representatives, and he's going to fight to end slavery, and he does. He is a bad mofo, but history is not kind. History is not kind to JQA. What he did and the letters he wrote and the way he revolted on the House floor within the government was unbelievable. So now Andrew Jackson is called a Jacksonian Democrat. And what that means is that he wanted state rights over federal supremacy. It was a big deal for him. It's his entire foundation of what he did and what he represented was state rights. Now, here's where the big chasm happens. John C. Calhoun, massive slave owner, massive slavery lover. Now, Andrew Jackson was too, but there was a fight for power here. So his second term, he's going to take Martin Van Buren, also known as the Little Magician. And so the Little Magician is going to be anointed, much like Howard Taft is anointed by Theodore Roosevelt. But the Martin Van Buren is going to be set up by Andrew Jackson. And then he's going to be president, and his first language is Dutch. And then Richard Johnson, his vice president, Richard Johnson dies in office. Then William Henry Harrison, he's president for like 3 months, 2 or 3 months. I don't like how it looks. Hold on a second. It's just, to be honest with you, it's just too hard. This is why I brought in a full-time assistant to help me with this, because it's too hard to hold this laptop up. I'm sweating from holding the laptop in a locked position. My arm is killing me right now from holding that laptop up for just 5 minutes, and I'm sweating down the back of my neck. Look at this. I'm cascading sweat. Well, the really cool part, so what's the matter? You said, I'm too broke to pay attention. Everything that I just taught is going to be in a game where you can learn the history of the Constitution. And we haven't even gone into case law. We haven't even gone into Supreme Court justices. It's all going to be in a game on cards. And you're going to be able to play the card game with friends and family. And don't worry if you think that you're too dumb to play. You're not too dumb to play, because you have the picture on the front. The answer is on the back of the card. That way, when you play the quiz game of who was the 5th president of the United States, you can flip it over and the card's on the back. If you're playing competitively, the cards have to go flat down on the table surface or on the wall. And that's the game that I've designed over the past 2-3 years now. I've been working on this for 2-3 years. And what's really crazy, give me a second. There it is. So Jeff Hates Pigs is already jumping in. Jeff Hates Pigs. Jim, send me over your order number and I'll send you a tracking number. Unless I sent it to you for free and then it went in regular mail and I have a picture of that envelope. I'm so organized now with shipping things and getting things out to you guys. It's unbelievable how many 457 here, how organized we are. So if you haven't got your trifold, then I have a tracking number for you if you ordered it from my website. If I sent it to you for free, I put it in a regular envelope and I took a picture of that envelope, and I can send you a picture of that envelope, Jim. So double check on that. Oh yeah, King Braveheart is here. What is going on, brother? How you doing, man? DeleteLaws@gmail.com. Oh yeah. So Team DLZ, can you let Sammy know? Hey Chili, it's been a while. Did they block you on YouTube for a little while because you were nowhere to be found? I'm so glad you're back. I missed you and everyone. Yeah, Sammy, they have me so shadow banned. It is unbelievable. I know I did, Steelman. I know for a fact that I did 100,000%. All right, so we're going to review a few videos today because I need an assistant on the camera. I got a big dolly that the camera assistant's going to follow me up and down the board, so I don't have to hold the camera up. Steve Conkler is here, Captain Team DLZ. So this says power tripping cop writes ticket. And I thought that this back and forth was really, really telling. So I want to get into this a little bit. And we're going to go back in time just a little bit to where the cop first starts the pullover. Here's where the pullover begins. So let's get into it. Everybody do me a favor and hit the like button.
Another one that was with Thornton and Manana, 9470 Frank out of New Mexico.
So you don't even need sound to know what they're saying. And watch how this cop walks up and takes his license out of his hand and treats him like he's a bitch.
Traffic with another one that was.
Watch him snatch the license out of his hand and act like such a jerk. We're breaking the shadow ban, you guys. Drop comments on all the videos. Keep going out and dropping comments on all the videos. Mike hates pigs. Mike hates pigs. Booty, 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 ho. I know, dude. We're shadow banned. We'll fight through it. Folks like KT are going to help us fight right through this shadow ban. Drop lots of comments on the videos. Thank you, OTVO. I appreciate that, man. King Braveheart is in the room. What is on? What is going on, King Braveheart?
I really don't know.
We'll sit here till you get him on the phone.
I don't know the guy, man. I'm not even from here. I'm from Portales.
Oh, you think I'm playing? I'm not playing.
No, you're serious, sir. I know you are.
Okay, well then get off your bike and sit right there. Take your helmet off.
I don't know the guy. I swear to God.
Give me your driver's license, insurance, and registration for the bike, and I'll figure out if I'm going to tow it, because y'all are riding together, coming down Prince, heading south, riding side by side, but all of a sudden you don't know him. And then, let me finish talking. And then, y'all pull up together, and he splits off right over here. But you don't know him. You better.
I don't even know why he split off, because... Like, I didn't even see anything. I was at the light, and he came up, and he was next to me, and there was another motorcycle, like bicycle, came in front of us, and he took off, and then I don't know where that guy went.
Okay, well, get what I asked you for.
At the next light, I didn't even see him at the next light.
You're done talking. Just get what I asked you for. Because I don't put up with people fleeing.
What?
You weren't.
He wasn't fleeing at all. I like that idea, OTVO. If you guys are down, do it. I'm down with that.
Running, because you know the person that was with you. Insurance, registration.
I have two of them. I'm not sure if that one was mine.
Shouldn't be carrying two licenses on you as well. You better get your phone out and start calling them. Time's ticking.
What's that? I don't even have his number, man. I don't know the guy.
So y'all just automatically, randomly meet up. Come down Prince. Come down Prince.
I was at Family Dollar, and I seen that guy pass by, and I hopped on my bike to try to catch up to him. And then I caught him next to him. I just said what's up to the guy, and then he took off. I really don't know.
Do you know how much sense that makes? And how much that doesn't add up at all?
I was just trying to I was trying to meet him, but I didn't ever get to talk to him or nothing.
You haven't got the insurance that I asked for.
It's on my girlfriend's phone. I don't know how to get to it.
No, so you're riding and you don't have the provided documents that you need to ride the bike.
I wasn't expecting to get pulled over or nothing.
It doesn't matter if you're expecting to get pulled over or not. You're supposed to have that on you. What type of bike does he drive?
I didn't even know. It looks like a black one or something.
You're already Team DLZ. I guess you could add OTVO. Would look good. That's cool.
I really don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. It looks like a newer one, maybe. trying to like that, sir.
So I'm supposed to believe you?
I really don't know.
You just met the guy 20 seconds before, and you come down this way. You want to ride down Prince, and the way that he flees to, you come right back to the area where he fled. How much sense does that make?
I don't even know where I was going. I was trying to go out of town.
You're trying to go out of town. You know which way is out of town. Down Prince where you're headed. But then you circle back the way that where he comes.
For the love of God, for the love of God, what the hell is this guy doing? You immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You don't delay at all whatsoever. Why are you talking? Let me ask you, chat, how does it go when you talk back and forth with the cops? How many times do you talk yourself out of a ticket or talk him out of impounding your car or even arresting you for a minor warrant for not paying a traffic ticket? How many times do you talk him out of anything? He just will continue to harass you and arrest you and cause you problems. I don't know why people think they can talk. I'm reading the chat over here. I don't know why people think they can talk their way out of it. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, you can be honest and say that you know him, but if you want to sit here and lie, I'm going to give you everything that I can give you, right?
He's going to give you everything he can give you anyway. And by the way, you don't have to be rude or curt when you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, but you need to invoke your rights.
Continue lying. It's just going to make it worse for you. You don't know him well. But you just said you were trying to meet him. So continue lying. I'm listening.
All right, I'll be completely honest with you, all right? No more lies, no bullshit. I met the guy at the gas station. I never met him before. I was getting gas. He said if I wanted to roll through town with him, I was like, yeah, well, I'm going home anyways. I'll go through Prince with you. We went through Prince, and then we split off. I didn't see him, and I saw him turn right. So I turned right too, and I tried to see where he went, and I couldn't find him. I don't know the guy, though. Like, I don't know his name. But I swear to God,
He didn't say where he lived?
No, sir. I don't know anything about that. Where he lives, I don't even know his name.
You didn't exchange any information.
No, sir. We're just going for a ride together.
That's how you meet random people out here?
Well, I see them on phones. I'm trying to go see where they're headed. And I was already headed home, so I wasn't really trying to stick around over here.
But then you just went out of your way to stick around over here. This is not home. This is the complete opposite way.
I seen him turn, so I tried to follow where he went. That's the
Okay.
He's not your friend.
Now it's the truth after
He's not your friend.
10 minutes.
This cop is trying to find a reason to arrest him, and he just keeps on blabbing.
So I still don't feel like that's the truth. So I'll let you think on the truth because I don't feel like that's the truth because it took you 10 minutes to tell the truth finally, right? It took you 10 minutes to tell the truth. If you can just grow up and be a man about it and tell the truth, I can work with you. But if you want to sit here and keep lying about it, I'm not going to work with you. So I'll give you a few more minutes to think about your decisions and then we'll go from there. But like I said, if you want to continue lying to me and doing all that because I know the truth, we'll go from there. But I don't take getting lied to very good. You can lie to everybody else, but I don't like getting lied to. Especially when you've already been caught. There's no sense in keep on lying.
Doesn't matter what you say, you're lying.
I got your keys. You're not going nowhere. I got your ID. I know who you are.
I'm not trying to be a nuisance or...
I'm 10-4. Clear for 190 New Mexico.
Jake and Steven. Jake and Steven. Number one, you're getting 2-for-1 trifolds. Number two, you're getting the cop cards for free. Number three, check your email. I just emailed you everything from my store on deletelaws.com for free. You guys, please confirm in the comments that you got everything that I sell in my store for free. You buy anything from my store and go to deletelaws.com and I'll give you everything I sell in the store for free. Go to deletelaws.com and I'll give you everything I sell in my store 100% for free. Check your email. Check your email, because I'm going to try to sell off all the trifolds I have in stock, because the next thing I'm going to do is Constitutional Law Scholar, and I'm not going to stop until it's completely done.
So your bike?
Yes, sir.
How long you owned it?
Maybe like 6-7 months.
How many times you been pulled over on it?
This is my first time.
First time. That's what we do.
I've been trying not to speed or do anything like that.
Well, when you're driving stupid through town in a well-populated area,
I was driving stupid.
why do you think I just turn around? You think I just turn around for no reason?
I was driving fine.
You think I just turn around for no reason?
I wasn't doing nothing crazy, or I wasn't
Go ahead.
speeding. I wasn't speeding.
10-4. You think I just turn around just to turn around? You think I just love?
I think you probably saw that other guy doing whatever he was doing. I didn't see what he was doing though, but.
So I'm debating on towing your motorcycle or not right now. That's what I'm debating on. That's where I'm at. It'll be a long walk to Portales. You got someone to come pick you up?
Maybe.
Yes, I am, Sammy. Was that you that emailed me today, Sammy?
So you're telling me, because I just found this very odd, you're telling me you met someone at a gas station, didn't even get their first name. Hey, bro, you want to ride?
I'm sure he told me his name, but I don't remember it.
Well, I guess we're just going to sit here. We're going to act dumb.
You don't know his name, man.
Okay, well, I guess you're about to get every citation I can think of then. And then I'll think about towing the bike. Because I don't play games like that, okay?
I know, sir, you're serious. I just don't know the guy. I told you
What a joke.
No, you told me the truth after 10 minutes. Right? You bullshitted with me as soon as I got out with you. And then you want to tell me the truth. That's what you did. So
What
you
a
can
joke.
backtrack you saying that you told me the truth. You told me the truth after 10 minutes.
What is the truth? The truth is that whatever that cop says is the truth. Whatever he says is the truth. Someone said, give me a bigger shovel. Cope dog it dog. And I know Chevy is sitting there listening, maybe just listening as he does other things. Maybe he's creating a song. I know you're here, Chevy. I know you are. Chevy is sitting there watching and listening. Take advantage of what I'm doing. I've got about 500 trifolds left in stock, and then I'm not making videos like this anymore. I'm just going to be making Constitutional Law Scholar. That's why I'm giving 2-for-1, 3-for-1. I want to get this stock gone. I want to get the trifold in your car, and then I'm going to focus just on Constitutional Law Scholar for a very long time. For a very long time. Chevy, Cope dog it dog, where you at? Death Angel is here, everybody. Maddie, what is up, my brother? Thank you guys for coming. Just confirm you got everything I sell for free in the chat. If I sent you the email with everything from my store for free, just confirm that for me if you would, please.
Right?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right, because it's all on camera. I know I'm right.
I really don't know. I've been living with this guy. I don't know his name. I don't even know what bike that was.
It's kind of unfortunate for you, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even from here. I don't even know the guy.
Why are you telling him where you're from? Ignore that P-I-double-G-I-E.
Well, you're going to get cited for reckless driving.
I am.
No insurance. Let's see. Do you have a motorcycle endorsement? You have a motorcycle endorsement. No, well, you lied to me about everything already, so.
Dude, I don't know him, man. Come on.
No, it's fine. You've lied to me, and then y'all want to flee, so it's fine.
I flee?
And y'all want to flee, and then you come back here. Do you want to go to jail for fleeing?
Dude.
We can go to jail for fleeing, or you can just get a citation for reckless driving. Which one?
What a pig. Joe, go ahead and go to deletelaws.com and get a trifold. I'm going to load you up. It doesn't matter what you order. I'm going to load you up, and I'll email you everything I sell for free during this live stream.
And I'll take the ticket, but
That's what I figured. You want to just take the ticket, or we can go to jail.
I didn't really do nothing, though, man.
We can take the ticket, or we can go to jail. If you want to go to jail, we can go ahead and hop on up.
What a pig.
Okay, then I'll give you the ticket for reckless driving.
He wasn't reckless driving. He's blaming what the other motorcycle driver was doing.
I mean, I'm working with you over the lies that you gave me.
What a pig.
You haven't been cool with me. If you had been cool with me, you would have stopped as soon as my lights came on way up there instead of having me drive half a mile down here, and then y'all take off.
I didn't even see your lights, to be honest.
Didn't see my lights, but y'all accelerated at a high rate of speed. This thing right here, you see that? Was running and saw y'all take off. You see this thing right here? Been on the whole entire time since I've been out here talking to you. So it captured everything. Before I turned my lights on, before I turned around on y'all, it captured everything that y'all did. It goes back 2 minutes.
Vigilance Committee is in the house representing. Thanks, Cliff. I appreciate you, brother.
Looks 2 minutes back. So my lights didn't have to be on to see what y'all were doing. It caught what y'all were doing prior to that. So, like I said, if you want to get them up here and get them on the phone.
I don't know the guy. If I had his number.
You're just going to ride around Clovis. No destination. Destination unknown. That's what your intentions were for today. That's a question. It's not an incriminating question, so I can ask you a question.
What my intentions were today?
Yeah, you're just going to ride around Clovis all day today. Destination unknown.
Yeah, I came up here by myself, came to get gas. I was just going for a ride. It's nice. And that was it, man.
Okay. Well, if you happen to see him later on, when you get released from this traffic stop and get your tickets and go back to wherever you're getting, and he wants to be a man and come up and talk to me or report to the police department, we can work on it from there. But if he wants to continue being however he's being, it's still going to go the way it's going. Well, it looks like you need to pick better people that you don't know to hang out with. I mean, I
literally just met up with the guy going to town.
It's going to be the 1969 case of Frazier versus Cupp. Frazier versus Cupp, 1969, allows police to lie to you and deceive you. In case you didn't know that, I just wanted to chime in real quick. I see the comments here. I'm just trying to keep up on the back end, emailing people free stuff.
I don't meet up with random people.
Let's OTVO!
I find that odd.
Yeah, I'll speak on that real quick. So he's going to write him a ticket. So let me tell you guys a little bit of background information. I have spoken on the phone with Sam, Joaquin Valley Transparency, a series of hours over the past few weeks, and we have mutually agreed to bury any beefs or hatchets. I don't want to go into it any further. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to move forward. San Joaquin Valley Transparency is a legend in auditing, and we don't have time for it. We have to organize, be unified, and we have to move forward. Thanks, thanks, Team DLZ for reminding me of that. Thank you, Jilly. Appreciate that support, Jill. That means a ton. If you're not a member, consider becoming a member of the channel. This is such a scam. He should have invoked the First Amendment right. Let me ask you guys a question real quick. Did it do him any good having a back and forth with that JBTP? Did it do him any good at all? Yes or no? No, it did him no good. It did him no good.
I'm 10-4.
Chuck P, let me just call this gentleman out right here. Chuck P, we will have Constitutional Law Scholar up by Tuesday. Chuck P is a big-time member of Team DLZ. He's actively working on Constitutional Law Scholar. This man right here is a patriot and a freedom fighter. Not only has he donated thousands of dollars to people in need, he's actively helping me build Constitutional Law Scholar. We have been working around the clock for the past few days. I'm talking since my assistant got here, my partner, my friend got here, we've been working around the clock. Thank you so much. And Let's OTVO, let me put your memberships up there. Thank you, brother.
What year is your bike? 21? What's the make and model?
Honda CBR 1000.
Make smarter decisions. That's all I can tell you. Make better friends.
What a dick.
Don't know what to tell you.
What a dick. All right, let's get into that. He's going to write him a ticket. We're at 23 minutes and 15 seconds on this. I'm going to come right back to this because about 10 of you have mentioned this, and this is what I'll be covering on Constitutional Law Scholar. The 1969 case of Frazier versus Cupp. Everybody say thank you. Let's OTVO. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. So the 1969 case of Frazier versus Cupp. And then it's a unanimous decision. Every single black robe tyrant on the Supreme Court in 1969 voted for this. And Earl Warren, of course, was the head Chief Justice. Oh, there's no data here. Sorry about that. Let's go into, let me do it again. Let me get the case breakdown. Frazier versus Cupp. Let's just do the Wikipedia. People bash Wikipedia, but I love Wikipedia. I use it all the time. Frazier versus Cup. Acting on a tip, police picked up and interrogated Martin E. Frazier, a 20-year-old U.S. Marine, about his possible involvement in the murder of Russell Anton Marlowe. Frazier, along with his cousin Jerry Lee Rawls, were seen at a bar with the victim before the murder. During the interrogation, police falsely informed Frazier that Rawls had already confessed and implicated him in the murder. So I want you to notice something here. The way they infringe on our civil liberties, the way they infringe on our civil rights, is they'll take the most heinous case, the case where, of course, cops should be able to lie to people. Look, we got a murderer here. Oh, shoot, you guys can't even see what I'm reading. I'm so sorry. Let me do this again. Here you go. So here's Frazier versus Cup, 1969. Acting on a tip, police picked up Frazier, 20-year-old Marine, with his cousin. During the interrogation, Frazier said that his cousin Rawls had already confessed and implicated him in the murder. Frazier denied any involvement in the crime and suggested speaking with an attorney, but police continued to question him. Police elicited a confession that was used against him in trial. Frazier was convicted of the murder of Russell Anton Marlowe. Rawls pled guilty to the same offense. So argument and appeal the decision. Okay, so here's the decision of the Supreme Court. The court stated that the trial judge followed necessary protocols by instructing the jury to disregard references to Rawls' statement, the confessions. The court agreed that the prosecution did not emphasize Rawls' statements over the evidence, and the statements alone were not touted to the jury as a critical part of the prosecutor's case. The court ruled Frazier did not formally request an attorney for Escobedo versus Illinois to apply, and Miranda versus Arizona did not apply because the original trial took place in 1965, 1 year before Miranda. It's such a scam. The Supreme Court is such a scam. The court dismissed the illegal search argument, citing consent was legally obtained from Rawls and his mother. The court ruled Rawls, a co-owner of the gym bag, was authorized to give consent to search the bag, even though items in certain compartments of the bag belonged to Frazier. The court stated, the fact that the police misrepresented statements that Rawls had made is, while relevant, insufficient in our view to make this otherwise voluntary confession inadmissible. Later case law has interpreted Frazier versus Cup as the case permitting police deception or lies during interrogations. The language of the ruling did not specifically state which forms of police deception were acceptable, but the ruling provided a precedent for confession being voluntary, even though deceptive tactics were used. This is the case that is cited for the police being allowed to lie to you during interrogations. So this is what I'm saying. Like Brick Jonesy knows, you plead the Fifth Amendment. You plead the Fifth Amendment because they're going to say to you, oh, well, your girlfriend said you were going to your mom's house. Well, I'm going to my aunt's house, but your girlfriend said you're going to your mom's house. Am I lying? No, I'm going to my mother's and my aunt's. The first stop is my mother's. The second stop is my aunt's. We're just stopping by my mom so I can drop off her pastry dish that she gave me some pastries on. So I'm returning my mom's pastry dish, but our destination is my aunt's. They question your girlfriend, and your girlfriend says, oh, we're going to his mom's house. Well, your boyfriend says he was going to his aunt's house. There's a discrepancy here. Cops can lie to you. Let's say they separate the two of you and you say, I'm going to my aunt's house. And they come over and they said, oh, your girlfriend said you're going to your aunt's house. And you said, no, I'm going to my mom's house. And she says, no, but your girlfriend said you're going to your aunt's house. Now, my girlfriend didn't say a word. She pled the Fifth Amendment. So even when they're questioning you about somebody else, you want to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent because, as you know, they're going to deceive you. Frazier versus Cup allows them to do it, allows them to do exactly what I'm telling you now. You don't want to get in a back and forth with the double PIGGIEs. We're right back to the same spot we left. David Madwin, AMG Stealth. Where is David Madwin at? David Madwin, drop a comment in this comment section, please. The Supreme Court sucks. It has to be elected, and then we have to have the power to impeach them. Oh, I've heard you breathe. David Madwin is a friend of mine. and a talent that I work with in real life. David, it's so good to see you, man. It's so good to see you. Pirate Hunter for everybody.
All right, you're getting one citation for reckless driving, okay? You said you have insurance. You need to provide that when you go to court. You have a court date on or before by November 20th here in Clovis, New Mexico at 221 Powell Street. You need to contact the court on or before by that day. If you do not contact them on or before by that day, you will have a warrant out for your arrest for a traffic infraction. Do you understand? On this traffic infraction, the citation is going to state everything. Your name, your address, the information, your driver's license information, the bike's information, the time, the date, where I noticed the infraction at, and all that. Any questions? Okay, if you sign down here at the bottom, it's not an admission of guilt. Just stating that you're going to take care of this. If you sign where the X is, where it says signature, and I'll give you your copy. You're getting the one citation for reckless driving. I'm not going to give you the citation for insurance. You're stating you have insurance. You need to bring that insurance with you to court and show them that you have it. Understand? Okay.
Understand?
You meet
I'm your
back up
daddy.
with your buddy. I would like to speak to him. There's your copy. Please make it to court. Like I said, if you do not make it to court or contact the court, you will have a warrant out for your arrest. Don't drive through this city or county going like that.
What a dick.
Next time,
What was I doing?
next time, I'm going to
Thanks for
tow
telling me that.
the vehicle. Sorry, the motorcycle. The motorcycle is the vehicle. Next time I will tow it and I will take you to jail for reckless driving. Do you understand?
On your camera or on that, you got me reckless driving?
It'll show it in court when you show up to court. I'll bring the dash cam and body camera to court.
Okay.
It must be a fraud.
Roadside
I
is
got
not
rid of
for
him.
court or argument, but you're getting cited for reckless driving. Along with your friend, he would get cited for reckless driving, or he'd get a whole other slew of charges. He'd honestly get taken to jail. But if he would want to show up and or talk to me, that would be a whole lot easier. Any questions?
I don't know that guy, man.
Okay, well, don't go through this town or county reckless driving, and you won't get a reckless driving ticket. Again, the roadside's not for argument. If you want to argue it, show up to court and argue your option, okay? Any other questions?
Thank you, Vigilant.
You're free to go. I would suggest going home, because if I see you doing it again, I'm going to tow your bike and I'm going to take you to jail. I see you're not.
Exactly.
I really don't care about your opinion, but
What a
I can just
pig.
take you to jail right now if you want me to.
What a pig.
You'll get the same thing and you'll have to sit in there for 3 days. I don't care. I care about the public safety. And when you're out here putting the public safety at risk, that's what I care about, okay? I don't care if you're a criminal or not, okay? You're out here and your friend or whoever that you say that is, y'all are putting the public safety at risk, driving like complete assholes, okay? I just stopped another bike and y'all are doing these same
Wow, listen to how he's talking to him. This is why I showed you this video.
exact thing as him. Y'all are driving crazy. If y'all would drive like normal citizens down this road, we'd be A-okay, but y'all want to drive crazy and put other people at risk and yourself, and when something happens, y'all want to blame everybody else for, oh, these people don't pay attention to me. Pay attention to everybody else, get on your bike, and you can depart the county. Go do that in Roosevelt County. Don't do it in Curry County. I don't care if you think I'm a cool cop or not, but hey, you're going to get that citation. I can write you 2 more if you want me to. You're silent. That's what I thought. You can take your 1 citation and you can depart. I'll stand here till you depart so you don't get hit. At least I care about your safety.
Jeffrey Jeffrey G, check your email. I just emailed you everything I sell for free. Jeffrey G, check your email. I just sent you everything I sell for free. Thanks for buying something from my store, man. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you get trifolds in every car of every person you know. Life Under the Microscope is here, everybody.
I'm 10-4, about to go 10:53.
Hope doggy dog. Reverend Sean Murphy said cop is a judge. What a pig. What a pig. JBTP rolling through the chat, everybody. Jack Blue Thug Pig rolling through the chat. Put it in the chat. JBTP. I got another video for you, the video that was on the cover of this. If you guys were here with me last night, we saw it last night. I'm going to have to make sure that I cut out a certain part of it, but I'm going to freeze frame it so you guys can see the murder that happened on camera. JBTP rolling through the chat. Let's Go TVO Vigilance Committee. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Happy birthday, Angel. I don't know if you're here today, but we know from last night that it's your birthday today. So I'm going to show you guys a video and I'm going to pause it. I'm not going to show the murder. You'll be able to see the murder from the angle one, the far view. But then when the close up of the murder where we see him, and he got 16 years in prison for an execution. And I'm going to show that video right now. But let me talk about this video right here for 1 second. What should he have done? OTVO rolling through the chat. JBTP rolling through the chat. What should he have done? What should he have done? Oh, you looked up the trial last night, Terry. Terry, if you listen, I'm going to be honest with you. You're not ready for what you're about to see if you haven't seen this before. You're not ready. It's going to give you a sick feeling in your stomach. It's going to make you feel a certain way. So I want you to be ready for this. He should have invoked his Fifth Amendment. He should have invoked his Fifth Amendment right away. He should have given him his license, registration, proof of insurance, and then right away, immediately, he should have, right there, he should have said, you know what? I followed this guy on YouTube called Delete Laws, and I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Here's my license, registration, proof of insurance. I'm going to remain silent from here on out, officer. And he shouldn't have said another word. He shouldn't have said another word. Chuck P., we have to create what we want. That's what Constitutional Law Scholar is about, creating a way for us to be able to come together so that we all understand our rights. That's not it right there. 1 second. Let me find the video I'm going to show you guys right now real quick. This is really some sick stuff you're going to see. This is truly unbelievable, and I want you guys to all see it. I got the wrong. Oh, I should have showed that again. That's so good. That's so good. Here it is right here. I'm going to show it from. It's funny because on the YouTubes, it's from South Sound News, and it's not age restricted and there's no. I don't know if it's demonetized or not, but this is the video. And hold on to your hats. Hold on to your hats. Life Under the Microscope is in the room. You guys, he should have. Cope Doggy Dog knows. He's been around for years. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Whether you have my trifold or not. If you can't afford a trifold, I'll email you one at the very least. I got 3 sales so far today, so I'm going to send off 3 free trifolds. We got Jeff, we got Jake, we got Steven, each one of you. And then Ed Kreider from last night, he's getting 6 trifolds sent to him. Ed Kreider's getting 6 trifolds sent to him. I'm sending you off 6, Ed. I'm sending you off 6, brother. You guys are not right on. Vegas is in the house. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. You're not ready for what you're about to see here. Hold on to your hats.
I told you to stop taking stuff. stop throwing stuff, right? Okay, so now you gotta put your hands behind your back. Okay? You gotta put your hands behind your back. Huh? Okay. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Okay?
Gloria is here, everybody. Randy Sweeney is here, everybody.
Put it down. You just stop pushing me, bro. Hey, listen to me. Keep your hands off of me. What the hell are you doing? That's all right. Fucking stupid ass. Stop resisting, dude. Just go down. Stop me. Bullshit, you're not. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit, he just shot him!
That was his partner. The guy who screamed, Ed Kreider, I'm sending you off 6 trifolds from your order from last night, bro. Thanks for supporting, and thanks for getting trifolds in everybody's cars. This was an execution that you just heard. His partner screamed, oh my God, oh my God. He screamed it twice. He screamed, he just shot him. How many of you guys saw this last night, or you saw it on the replay today? This is so unbelievably sick. Now we're going to see angle 2, and YouTube China didn't demonetize or age restrict this guy's video, so I don't think they're going to do mine either, but you never know. Now watch this execution. I'm going to zoom in on it in a second here.
Put it down. You just stop pushing me, bro. Hey, listen to me. Keep your hands off of me. What the hell are you doing? That's all right.
Okay, watch here. Let me zoom in as tight as I can here. You're going to hear him shoot him the first time. The homeless man is going to go down. And then when the homeless man is down on the ground, you're going to see what he does right here. So first, there's 7 uppercuts. We counted them last night. There's 7 uppercuts and hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just teeing off on the guy. 5, 6, 7.
Stop resisting, dude. Just go down. Bullshit, you're not.
Shot him the first time right there. The homeless man goes down on the ground. Now he's going to stand over him, take aim. Do you see that right there? Does everybody see that? Do you see it? Do you see it? No, the guy's in prison.
Bullshit, you're not. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's just so unbelievable. That's just so unbelievable. It's just, and the worst part of it is right here. When I get into it here, this is in Seattle, Washington. So, not for rebroadcast without permission. Well, I did anyway. Auburn, Washington. Let me open this Bad Chicken Big so you guys can see it, and I'll read the breakdown for you as I go through it here. Okay, so Auburn, Washington, Port of Seattle Police lead investigation agency released several audio and video clips of an officer-involved shooting took place on 5/31/2019. In the clip, a struggle had ensued and officers shot 3.4 seconds apart. Investigation found the involved officer he is named. He's named on this live stream. What's the name of this live stream that we're watching right now? His name, the officer's name, the officer, we're calling him an officer, Jeffrey Nelson. So, trial of Jeffrey Nelson, Auburn cop kills man. So here it is right here. This is 1 day ago. First Washington cop convicted of on-duty murder after change in state law is sentenced. Isn't that shocking? I mean, I mean, isn't that shocking that this is the first cop in the state of Washington who has first Washington cop convicted of on-duty murder. I mean, Terry Oliver is here, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Sammy, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for coming back. You guys got to make sure you check. This is Rat Boy Ninja, the good cop. And by the way, you know what? There's a couple people who I didn't mention in my last one, and I want to mention Jungle is Massive, Gloria, Brandy Sweeney, Jessica Kerstad, Life Under the Microscope. There's so many people. Chevy! But don't you call them pigs. Okay, so now we're going to get into the breakdown of these articles. Brandy, I love you. I appreciate all your help and all your support. April Rain, same. King Braveheart. So he's sentenced to 200 months. To 200 months. Cop sentenced for shooting death of homeless man, 200 months. Let me ask you guys a question. If you shot somebody and then they went down and then you stood over them and executed them, how many years would you go to prison, or would you be put in the execution? Had a history of headshots. This is the craziest part. Had a history of headshots. He had a history of headshots. And this is just 2 days old. That's why this should start trending pretty soon. And this says here, let me see, former Auburn pig, Jeffrey Nelson. Forgive me here. By a judge who concluded he was egotistical and dishonest, and he sought to hurt others. King County Superior Court Judge Nicole Gaines Phelps, well, thank God there's at least one decent judge when it comes to murder, said the testimony of defense witnesses, including Nelson's police officer wife, who urged leniency and said Nelson was a good man and an honest cop. Happened to 26-year-old Jesse Sari, an unarmed homeless man. He was convicted of assaulting and murdering. King County prosecutors had sought the longest sentence possible under the range case, 18 years and 4 months. So you're telling me that you can do an execution-style murder and the longest sentence that you can get is 18 years and 4 months, salt shaker? Shake it like a salt shaker, shake it like a salt shaker. 18 years and 4 months. Phelps said she sentenced Nelson below the maximum Nelson could have received under the state sentencing guidelines because there was evidence Sari resisted. Nelson's single-handed attempt to arrest him for disorderly conduct, leading to mutual combat. Oh, really? Because right here, it should. Right here, it looks like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it looks like right here.
Stop resisting, dude. Just go down. Bullshit, you're not.
Okay, there's the gunshot. Now, it's clear that Nelson has control of him because he's gut shot him. And so the man's going to curl up in a ball.
Oh, God!
And then he racks the gun.
Bullshit, you're not. Oh, my God!
And then he takes aim. I mean, what was the judge seeing? I'm not sure. Did you guys, does that look like an execution to you? I'm just wondering, does that look like an execution to you? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering, does he look like he executed the man? It looks like he's taking aim and he's executing him. Am I incorrect about that? I'm just trying to figure it out. Is that what happened right there? I'm just wondering, is that what happened? Can anybody answer the question for me? I'm just trying to figure it out. Is that what happened? He executed him. Is that right?
Bullshit, you're not. Oh, my God!
So he shot him once. His partner screamed, "Oh my God." Now watch Nelson. I mean, you can hear the gun rack. You can hear the gun rack. You can hear it. It's just, I mean, it's just. Help me overcome the shadow ban, everybody. Everybody go to my videos and drop a ton of comments, tons and tons and tons of comments, tons and tons and tons of comments, if you would help me out. Isabel's back in the room, everybody. Thanks for coming. Isabel, did you get the trifold that I put in the mail to you? I sent you off a trifold. Oh yeah, Isabel, he straight up executed him. Don't worry about that, y'all. Claudette, Gloria, don't worry about that. We keep going. Remember, I made up with San Joaquin Valley Transparency. He did and said some things I don't agree with. He thinks I did and said some things he doesn't agree with. And we both said, you know what? Whatever was said and done, we're leaving that behind, bro. We move forward in unity. We move forward in peace. We move forward to advance our movement, to overturn Terry versus Ohio. We don't allow these people to distract us. Oh my God, Isabel, I mailed that 10 days ago. You should have gotten that. You should have gotten the trifold by now. I mailed it to you. How long ago was that? 10 days, 12 days ago? You got to check your mail. Make sure you have the right mailing address. Cope doggy dog. What is going on with the Playboy? I told you this was going to make you sick. I said, this is going to make you sick. And here's the part to me that I didn't find. Okay, so right here. Do you see this right here? Aubrey Pig, Jeffrey Nelson, sentenced to 16 years for fatally shooting an unhoused man. And then it says Officer Nelson had a history of shooting people in the head. How do you have a history of shooting people in the head? How is that possible? How do you have a history of shooting people in the head? Maddie said, what, that really his partner that yells, oh my God, or some dude out of a different car. I think it was his partner because his partner ran. His partner ran away from what he was seeing. You have a history of shooting people in the head? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Greatest ever said, you think the shadow ban is bad now. I'm not going to get into it. Mikey B is in the room, everybody. What is up, Mikey B? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming by. Thank you, Mikey B. I appreciate you being here. Nothing but respect and love for you, brother. We don't agree on the dumpster fire, but you know what? We agree on a lot of other things. So I really, really appreciate you, Mikey B. And I'm not going to allow politics to, in any way, shape, or form, affect us. So let's take a look at another video that I have queued up for you guys to watch here today. And I wanted to watch the video on Here's the Deal. And he did such a fantastic job on the breakdown of what happened in Las Vegas. He does such a good job on this. And I wanted you guys to see it. And I because Here's the Deal and I share so many of the same audience members, I've waited, let me see. It only says it was only 2 days old. It seems like it's been a week. But I wanted to wait a couple days so that people had to go over to Here's the Deal channel to watch his full video. But this video breakdown on what happened here.
Federal jury awarding a woman.
This is absolutely, I mean, if you want to talk about top-notch journalism, this is the reason why we call ourselves journalists. So Jeffrey, check your email. Jake, check your email. Steve, check your email. Ed, I got you. Ardle, I got you. So those people, check your email. I'm doubling your orders today, and I emailed you everything I sell for free. So please go to my website, deletelaws.com, and get a trifold. Get a trifold, and I'll give you a bunch of other stuff with it, and I'll double it up. I'm going to change my focus to constitutional law scholar, so I won't be on here telling you get a trifold in your car, because I'm going to be talking just about constitutional law scholar this next week. So this video breakdown of what Brian from Here's the Deal did is so cool. Ardle, I'm doubling up your order. You know that, Ardle. I'm doubling up your order. There it is right there, lunatic fringe. How can we change the rules on term limits? There's no term limits on the unelected Supreme Court. That's one of the biggest focuses of constitutional law scholar. It's Charlie should be the logo. That's so cute. All right, let's get into the video that Brian made. This is excellent journalism.
$34 million in a lawsuit. Federal jury awarding a woman $34 million in a lawsuit against Metro and 2 police detectives who she claims framed her for murder.
Guys, I'm sorry, but we just have to ask you if you intentionally framed Kirsten Lobato.
This is Kirsten Lobato. Even though she was innocent, she spent nearly 16 years in prison for a crime she not only didn't commit, but one that she couldn't have committed.
So
This
good.
is a story that every American needs to see.
Yes.
It involves trusted detectives who were willing to fabricate evidence to frame an innocent woman, and it reveals the dangers of talking with the police.
Yes.
Even when you think they're trying to help you.
When they pull you over and say, hey, we got a murder suspect over here. Where were you 15 minutes ago? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. They're not trying to help you. Use your trifold, invoke your Fifth Amendment.
Kirsten was just 18 years old when she was charged with the 2001 murder of a homeless Las Vegas man named Duran Bailey. She was tried twice for the crime and always maintained that she was innocent. On December 19th, 2017, Clark County District Court Judge Stephanie Milley had reversed Lobato's murder conviction. After a 5-day hearing in October, the court had found that Lobato's defense lawyers violated her constitutional right to effective legal representation by failing to call pathology and entomology experts regarding the victim's time of death, which would have supported her strong alibi. 10 days later, on December 29th, 2017, upon a motion by the Clark County District Attorney's Office, Clark County District Court Chief Judge Elizabeth Gonzalez dismissed all charges against Kirsten Lobato and ordered her to be released from prison. The sobering reality is that Lobato has served nearly 16 years in prison despite compelling evidence of her innocence, and the cops knew she was innocent. Lobato was just 18 years old when she was charged with the brutal 2001 slaying of Duran Bailey. Bailey's body had been found around 10 p.m. on July 8th, 2001, next to a dumpster in the parking lot of a bank building. He had been brutalized. His eyes were swollen shut, his skull cracked, several of his teeth had been knocked out of his mouth, his carotid artery was cut, and his penis had been removed. Lobato grew up in Panica, Nevada, a small town 3 hours north of Las Vegas. In May of 2001, 2 months before Bailey was killed, Lobato was visiting friends in Las Vegas when she was attacked in a motel parking lot by a man who attempted to rape her. Carrying a small knife given to her by her father for her protection, Lobato slashed at the man's groin area and escaped his grasp. When she drove off, she saw the man on the ground, mobile and apparently crying. In the coming days and weeks, Lobato described this attack to numerous people, making clear that it occurred before July 2001 and stating that she believed that she may have cut the man in the groin area before running off to.
She made a statement to the police. She made a statement, and this guy had his tallywhacker cut off.
Safety. On July 10th, 2001, nearly 2 weeks after Bailey's murder, Las Vegas Metro Police Department detectives received a phone call from a Panica resident who had heard from another Panica resident that Lobato had told her that she had cut off a man's penis in Las Vegas. Based on that attenuated story alone, detectives immediately drove the 3 hours to Panica from Las Vegas. Upon arriving at Lobato's family home, the detectives told Lobato that they knew she had recently been attacked.
Man, this gives me goosebumps. Brian, big shout out to you at Here's the Deal. Great job.
Now, at this point, every American should listen up. We have the propensity to believe that when the police come around, that they have our best interests at heart. There's no doubt Lobato and many people in this kind of situation view the police as being there to help to get to the bottom of what actually happened and bring justice. But you need to understand that it's likely that they view you as a suspect. You don't have to talk to police. In fact, According to any good attorney and many ex-cops, one of the last people you want to have a conversation with is a cop.
God bless America. God bless the Bill of Rights, and thank God for the Fifth Amendment. I'm not ashamed to say I'm proud of the Fifth Amendment. I'm proud to admit on camera and on the internet that I will never talk to any police officer under any circumstances, with all due respect, sir. I was a criminal defense attorney when I was in private practice. The Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution provides no person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself. Now, here's the easiest question you'll ever get from a client in all the days of your life. Question: hey, the police are here. They want to talk to me. What should I do? Well, I could give you my answer to that question in case you haven't already guessed it. But why don't we go to a real expert? Justice Robert Jackson, a prosecutor's prosecutor. Justice Jackson stated, quote, any lawyer worth his salt will tell the suspect, his client, in no uncertain terms to make no statement to the police under any circumstances.
Even this is what I'm talking about. This is why when I say use your trifold, invoke your Fifth Amendment right, you just heard from an attorney in a classic video where you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You don't talk. I'm sorry for interrupting Brian's video because it's just so damn good. I don't want to mess up the flow of this.
Client, in no uncertain terms to make no statement to the police under any circumstances.
Even though you think it's a good thing for somebody to hear your side of the story, nothing good can come from talking with a police department official. You have the unalienable right to remain silent.
To the Fifth Amendment.
Invoke that right. But the sad fact is, while everybody has the right to stand in silence, few have the ability to do so. So Kirsten talked, and her nightmare began.
Yes.
The police recorded a statement in which Lobato described the attempted rape in late May, stating that it had happened, quote, at least a month ago, clearly describing a motel parking lot as the location and not a dumpster near a bank, and describing a man who was mobile and alive when she left and not beaten to death, as was Bailey. Under the mistaken belief that police were informing her that the man who tried to rape her has died, she expressed remorse and made other comments that the detectives took as a confession for Bailey's murder, even though the event Lobato described was glaringly at odds with the basic facts of his killing. Armed only with this statement, the detectives arrested Lobato for Bailey's murder. The police did not investigate clear alternate perpetrators with the motive and means to so violently kill Bailey. On July 1st, 2001, 1 week before he was found dead, Bailey assaulted and raped a woman who lived in an apartment building next to the bank where his body would be found. Bailey threatened to kill the woman if she told anyone, but she eventually reported the attack to police on July 5th, 2001, just 3 days before Bailey was killed. She also told a number of her male neighbors who had an ongoing dispute with Bailey about the attack. Despite the woman's prior contact with the victim, as well as her male friends' motives to retaliate against Bailey, the police prematurely dismissed these potential suspects. Instead, the police focused solely on Lobato, a teenager with no connection to Bailey and no motive to harm him. The important thing to understand is that at trial, the prosecution relied primarily on Lobato's statement to the detectives, which they characterized.
Let me play it again.
Primarily on Lobato is that at trial, the prosecution relied primarily on Lobato's statement to the detectives, which they characterized as a confession, as there was no physical or forensic evidence.
And she had an alibi. Remember that. She had an alibi, and the forensic evidence could not match up. Now watch and listen to this breakdown that Brian does of the forensic evidence.
Linking Lobato to this crime. There's nothing more important to take away from this entire ordeal than this. All they used was Kirsten's statement on that first encounter. If she had said nothing, they would have had nothing. everything she said was used against her. And because she chose to waive her right to silence, 16 years of her life was spent in a cage in a Nevada prison. The defense presented numerous family members and neighbors who testified that Lobato was actually in Panica on July 8th, 2001.
She had alibis who would testify that she was in Panica, not in Las Vegas.
Prosecution even conceded in summation that Lobato was in Panica as of 11:30 a.m. on July 8th. But the prosecution relied heavily on their medical examiner's time of death estimation to undermine Lobato's alibi defense. The medical examiner estimated that Bailey died up to 24 hours before he was pronounced dead at 3:50 a.m. on July 9th, meaning approximately 4 a.m. on July 8th. The state argued that this put Bailey's death at a time when Lobato was not accounted for by her alibi witnesses, and the jury convicted her. At the October 2017 hearing, Lobato presented the testimony of 3 forensic entomologists or insect scientists, all of whom concluded that based on the weather conditions in Las Vegas on July 8th, 2001, and based on the outdoor location where Bailey's body was found, one would expect to see his body teeming with blowfly eggs within a short period of time after his death. Blowflies arrive very shortly after death and lay hundreds of easily observable eggs in a freshly dead body's orifices and wounds. Given that Bailey's body had no blowfly eggs in it, each of the forensic entomologists independently concluded that he had to have died close in time to when his body was discovered around 10 p.m. on July 8th, during which time, as conceded even by the prosecution, Lobato was 3 hours away with her family in Panica. A forensic pathologist also independently concluded that based on the recorded rigor mortis changes in Bailey's body between the time when his body was discovered and when his autopsy was conducted, he likely died during the early evening hours of July 8th. Based on this compelling scientific evidence, which could have been presented at Lobato's trial and which would have likely changed the jury's outcome, Judge Miley granted Lobato's habeas corpus petition and vacated her convictions. If there was any moral to this story at all, it's that people need to resist the urge to talk with police, even when they believe those cops are there to help you. According to legal experts, talking to police as they conduct their investigation is one of the worst things you can possibly do.
Yes.
Nothing good can come from it. And they even tell you that anything you say can and will go against you, never for you.
There was a local news story here in the Virginia Pilot just a couple of months ago about an experienced criminal defense lawyer who ended up getting convicted of criminal assault because he talked to the police. He was accused of having assaulted another attorney in the hallway. There were no other witnesses to this. A woman said that he grabbed her by the throat during an argument over a case. He denied it. At trial, it was his word against hers. He said, I did not even touch her. But unfortunately for him, when the police had approached him earlier and said, would you be willing to answer some questions? He said, sure, why not? I'm an attorney. I'm a criminal defense attorney. I'm savvy. I'm sophisticated. I've got oratorical prowess. I'm accustomed to dealing with the police, by all means. And then there was a conversation that was not recorded. When the case went to trial, it was no longer his word against hers, because when he testified at trial, I never touched her. The officer took her to the stand and testified, well, when I met with him, he said he did put his hand on her throat, but just as a joke. Then he had to take the stand again and say, that's not true. I never said that. I never admitted to you that now it's his word against 2 people. Who's telling the truth? We'll never know for sure. But he was found guilty.
Yes, Kirsten is free now.
Liberty Blair, I still can't see your comments. I wish I could. I'd put them up there. Instead, I put other people up there who are supporting your comments, but I can't see your comments, Liberty Blair.
2 people. Who's telling the truth? We'll never know for sure. But he was found guilty.
He was found guilty.
Kirsten is free now. Yes, she was awarded $34 million. But no amount of money on this planet can give you back 16 years of life. Consistent with the actions of the injustice system, the 2 detectives who framed Kirsten Las Vegas Metro's Thomas Thousand and James La Rochelle, while ordered to pay $10,000 each, were never charged in this crime and have since retired with full benefits from the Las Vegas Metro Police Department.
So why weren't they charged? Why weren't these two pigs, these two, and people, and I'll often get this question from people. They'll say, Chili, well, aren't our homicide detectives pigs too? Are they? Are homicide detectives, jackboot thug pigs as well? Sure looks like it. Sure looks like they focused on Kirsten. They said she did it. And no matter what forensic evidence came up, these two pigs, look, there it is. There's a pig. And he's, look at him.
$1,000 each were in James La Rochelle, while ordered to pay $10,000 each.
That's the lawyer, by the way. These are the two pigs over here. That's pig number one. That's pig number two. These two pigs set this woman up.
And James La Rochelle, while ordered to pay $10,000 each, were never charged in this crime and have since retired with full benefits from the Las Vegas Metro Police Department.
Guys, I'm sorry, but we just have to ask you if you intentionally framed Kirsten Lobato. Detectives, are you sorry?
Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section.
So I already did it. The like button. Oh man, I thought it unsubscribed me. I left tons of comments on this, and I supported Brian and what he did here. So I want to just show you guys something now.
An allegation made by some.
This attorney's name is David Owens. David Owens out of Chicago at Lubby and Lubby. And I believe this is his wife, but I'm not 100% sure. I think this is his wife. I think it was Plead the Fifth who helped me do the research on this, or was it King Braveheart? I can't remember.
Somebody falsely has power just in the making of it. And when a person is in a position of trust, you make that allegation, even if it's totally false, it has consequences.
A wrongful conviction, an exoneration, and a major settlement. That has been Kristen Lobato's life over the past 2 decades after being accused in a gruesome murder. Now, nearly a quarter of a century later, a federal jury has awarded her millions of dollars in restitution. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Latoya Silman. Jim has the night off. Our attorneys say that this is only one part in getting her quest for justice. And our News 3's George Acosta joins us now in studio with more on the story. George.
Well, Lobato was just 18 years old when she was arrested here in our valley for the 2001 murder of Duran Bailey. But now at the age of 41, her attorneys say with her awarded $34 million, she can finally begin to rebuild the decades-long parts of her life they say she was robbed of.
To lose all of that time away from family and friends, lose the ability to pursue a career, lose the ability to have biological children. She's going to be 42 tomorrow. And it's just a tremendous loss in terms of time and the ability to have, built her life over the last 23 years.
Attorneys for Lobato say while $34 million is a large lump sum, no monetary value amounts to the damage she's been put through after spending 16 years behind bars when convicted twice for the murder, both in 2002 and 2006. Lobato's lawsuit claims she had been wrongfully targeted by Las Vegas Metro Police after having defended herself against an unrelated rape attempt over a month prior to Bailey's murder. However, new evidence presented by the New York Innocence Project in 2017 granted Lobato's January 2018 release.
They presented scientific evidence showing that she could not have been in Vegas at the time, or that she wasn't in Vegas at the time, and that this information about the man's time of death, which was the time when she was somewhere else. She was in Panaca, Nevada, which is 3 hours away.
With the exoneration and certificate of innocence from the Nevada State Courts, Lobato's attorneys say while there may be some victory for their client, they say there is still a piece of justice that has yet to be served.
These two detectives decided. They decided she did it. And once they made that decision, and once they wrote reports that said that, there was no looking back. And that corrupted the entire system. There's some things that we still don't have, which is an apology. We don't have an admission.
After hearing the verdict, Lobato issued a statement saying, quote, "I'm so grateful to my attorneys, Lovey and Lovey, for taking my case when no one else would help me and for working so hard on it."
She was relieved. She was happy. You know, I mean, it's been a long battle, and this experience was such a different experience for her than her criminal trials. She felt seen and respected.
Now, in addition to the $34 million, the jury also awarded Lobato $10,000 additional dollars in punitive damages against the 2 detectives involved in the case. But for now, reporting in studio, Georgia Costa, News 3.
All right, I'm sure she is relieved tonight, but nothing will give her back the time that she lost. Thank you so much.
So now let me show you this.
Joining me now is the Reverend Al Sharpton, host of MSNBC's Politics Nation, president of the National
Now, I also have this from a Fox News report. So let me, instead of showing you guys this one, let me show you guys the Fox News one so that you guys don't think that I'm cherry picking something that isn't really relevant here. Let me find the Fox News one here real quick. So that's from Oregon, and this one is from MSNBC. And let me find, well, let me go with this one first. And this one is from the Democracy Docket. I don't want to show the MSNBC one because I don't want you guys to think that I'm just saying something against Trump because I'm just a TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Not at all whatsoever. I agree with some of the things that Trump wants to do, but this right here in particular, I do not agree with. We can come back and watch this video. But this is from the Democracy Docket. Trump, so Vigilance Committee, who is a supporter and a friend, Trump freezes DOJ Civil Rights Division. He said earlier in the chat, the Vigilance Committee did, is that Trump needs to get the Department of Justice to investigate these things. But here's what's going on. The U.S. Department of Justice ordered its Civil Rights Division to halt a majority of its functioning, including a freeze on pursuing new cases, indictments, or settlements. Per a memo sent to Kathleen Wolfe, President Donald Trump appointee as the temporary supervisor of the DOJ's Civil Rights Division until his nominee, Harmit Dillon, is confirmed by the U.S. Senate. The division is not to file any new federal civil rights complaints, motions to intervene, agreed upon remands, amicus briefs, or statements of interest. So what that means is that the Department of Justice, which is created with the 1866 Civil Rights Act, we didn't have a Department of Justice until the 1866 Civil Rights Act. These are things I'm going to teach in great detail in Constitutional Law Scholar. But here's the thing. What we see right here is that Trump is suspending the Department of Justice filing any federal civil rights complaints. And so then you say, well, how is that going to affect everything else? And so now we take a look at Memphis. As you know, Tyree Nichols was murdered by a bunch of cops. And here's the breakdown from Commercial Appeal. The U.S. Department will put a pause on all civil litigation. This essentially stops all active cases from moving forward, including any settlements launching new cases. The division is tasked with enforcing anti-discrimination laws and leading patterns of practices into police departments. Though the DOJ finished its investigation into the Memphis Police Department, which the 6 cops murdered Tyree Nichols on camera, we saw it from 20 different angles. December, the federal government never reached an agreement with the city of Memphis for federal oversight through a consent decree. We broke down what a consent decree was the other day. A consent decree, sometimes called a settlement, was always likely with the investigation ending just over a month ahead of President Trump's inauguration. Those legal agreements usually take months to negotiate before the parties sign on. But the memo reviewed by Reuters said that the DOJ may revisit settlements the Justice Department made during the final months of President Joe Biden's tenure. That review, which included looking at consent decrees in Minneapolis and Louisville, could result in those agreements being voided. This is a very, very bad thing for freedom. This is a very, very bad thing for democracy. Now, let's see how the left is viewing this and how they're seeing it.
Joining me now is the Reverend Al Sharpton, host of MSNBC's Politics.
Which, by the way, some of the things Sharpton has done in my lifetime as a 50-year-old middle-aged man have made me cringe.
Nation, president of the National Action Network, and my good friend, Rev, there are a lot of people who don't really know the work of the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice. It's storied. It is storied. This is a very big deal, stopping its work right now. What's the net effect it's going to have on people?
The net effect is that there will not be a department armed with federal law to protect citizens against hate crime against women, against crime against LGBTQ. The human rights of all of our citizens were protected by this division. the Civil Rights Division. And
that the Civil Rights Division stepped in the cases that you mentioned is that states
which we've mentioned, Louisville, Minneapolis, Memphis.
Sometimes don't have the power. The crime doesn't meet some sort of state standard. And what the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice says is that this crime or this alleged activity violated someone's civil rights, and they go in with federal protection. So sometimes it's the lawsuit of last resort.
It's not only the law, the feds have the resources that some of the states don't have. And it's different federal law. But let's not forget, when he first ran, Charlottesville happened. And you had people marching down the street saying Jews will not replace us. And the Civil Rights Division looks at that. We had the first hate crime summit in the White House with Joe Biden as president, Kamala Harris as vice president, with Jonathan Greenblatt of the American Anti-Defamation League and Mark Morial and myself sharing it. So he'll send a signal in 3 days, that I'm suspending DEI, diversity,
which I'm all for freezing and stopping DEI. I want a meritocracy-based system of the best person available for the job. Both of the doctors that I have are Asian. I have nothing against that. Maybe they're the most qualified to be the doctor for my hand.
Equity and inclusion. And I'm going to shut down the Civil Rights Division.
That's where I don't agree. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't agree with shutting down the Civil Rights Division. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't agree with ending the Civil Rights Division and no new federal civil rights violation complaints.
He hasn't even been the president a week and has declared war on the human and civil rights of blacks, of Jews, of gays, LGBTQ, trans. He's declared outright war.
I want to talk about consent decrees. Again, a word that a lot of people don't know in between times that we hear of these police abuses, but it's the federal government basically saying we're going to.
I mean, Mikey B is a big Trump supporter, but he doesn't agree with suspending the Civil Rights Division.
We've examined your police department or your city. You have a pervasive pattern of discriminatory or bad behavior, and we're going to monitor you and check in on you until you improve. Donald Trump is saying that goes away.
And here's the same guy that claims that the Democrats weaponized the system against him, but he will not have them look at whether or not they're dealing fairly with whole groups of communities, whole groups of people based on who they are. So you can deal with the individual downside, but you can't deal with what could collectively been something that would harm the rights of citizens. This is, I mean, I can't think in my lifetime a darker period in terms of dealing with the government not being accountable to protecting the citizens.
Sammy just ordered a trifold. Sammy, if you would please check your email and then come back into the chat and let us know if I emailed you everything I sell for free. If you guys go and buy a trifold from my online store, deletelaws.com, I will email you everything I sell for free. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. The ATF should be completely abolished. Completely abolished. And the Vigilance Committee says Sharpton is right. The community is being targeted. I think we heard enough from him. Now let's listen to Fox News on, whoops. Sorry about that. That's not going to work. Let me do this right here. This is the one from Fox News, and this is on the New York Post. I don't think the video is going to match up with the words on the screen, though. Trump's new Justice Department leadership order freezes on civil rights cases. And let's see what they got going here. Hopefully there's not a commercial here. There might be a commercial. So there's going to be a little bit of a commercial here. President Trump's new Justice Department put a freeze on all civil. Let me get my face off the screen there. Put a freeze on all civil rights litigation and suggested it may reconsider police reforms agreements. Are you guys seeing this? I mean, you see this, right? Trump suggested it may reconsider police reform agreements. Do you see that right there? That's insane.
On the 5, I said DEI was like a tapeworm. Got in there and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Ilhan Omar, of course, the congresswoman, you know her. She didn't like this. Listen to her here.
it's incredibly alarming. We as a country strive to create a more equitable space for everyone. When they talk about creating a more efficient workplace, that is what DEI hires essentially do.
In your experience in the government, how did DEI affect day-to-day operations?
I think we're all against DEI, even if I want to see not DEI. I want to see what they're going to say. He orders, but is there no mention of? And there's the Republican Democrat mismanaging California. So it's so funny. Look how Fox News. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Trump is never mentioned where he cuts the DOJ from that. That is just incredible. That is just, and I'm with you. No to DEI. There it is. And there's Brick Jonesy's channel. You guys should get over there. We got him over 1,000 subs the other day, so I'm super happy to hear that. But the thing is that Trump is for qualified immunity to be even stronger. Sammy, are you still in the chat? Let people know that I emailed you everything I sell for free. Thank you for your purchase of a trifold. I really appreciate that. More than that, I hope that you use it and that it helps keep you in line when you're dealing with these dirty jackboot thug pigs, because there are so many dirty jackboot thug pigs. So here's the deal. We saw that one. There's several videos here. Excessive force. Yep. I think that we saw this one yesterday, last night. I want to just show you guys as many videos as I can, because we are moving into constitutional law scholar time here pretty quick. We're not going to stop until we saw that one right there. Oh yeah, I can show you guys this, and I feel sorry, but this is coming back up. I showed this yesterday, and this was at $30.50, and now it is at 20. Oh my goodness, which is it? It went back up to 29. It looks like. So, how many of you guys invested in the Trump meme coin? How many of you guys invested in that? I'm just wondering, because I think it was a scam from the beginning. And by the way, I'm with Salt Shaker. I'm for America first, American lives, American ideals, American values of liberty, transparency, right to life. I'm for these things. I'm for these things. I am for these things. I am 100% for your right to life, for your Barbara Button. We will lose freedoms eventually in the image of the beast is the one that gives power to the state, and the state, it's hooked up with religion when it unites with the government, will end the Constitution. I could not agree with you more. I could not agree with you more. And, look, there's a lot of people in here who support, congratulations, Brick, on getting over 1,000. There's a lot of people in here who support Trump. You're welcome, Sammy. I'm glad you got everything I sell for free. I'm stoked about that. I would love to just continue to give stuff out as much as I can. And when I move over to Constitutional Law Scholar, I may just continue just to give things away for free as I continue down the line. Frazier versus Cup. So this one is an ID refusal, and this is a pretty good one. Someone emailed this to me. If you have a great video, you can email it to me, and we definitely will cover it. So this is going to start at about 20, right here.
I give her a little walk.
You're welcome, Sammy. There you are, Brick. I haven't seen your comments yet.
Make her get a car.
There you go, Brick Jonesy.
Working today. Get a car. Huh?
Take care, Warren. Thanks for coming by.
You come here.
Thanks, Ski.
Don't give me that on too. Huh? I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
What are you recording the bank for? Why are you recording the bank?
I'm just shooting a video.
Oh no. Oh no. I am sorry. I'm sorry. It's the most ridiculous. Look at that. Her hair is all done. Her eyelashes are done. I thought. Right. So Bam Bam said it best. The estimates are that it would cost under $20 billion to clear up all homelessness. We would get rid of all homelessness. We could build tiny houses in every single state, city, town in America for $20 billion. And we could get rid of homelessness, which is at least 1/3 to 1/2 United States military veterans. $500 billion being spent on bullshit, but not picking up people off the streets, feeding and getting them into shelters. Why? Said Bam Bam. Why? And I think that that's a very fair question. I think that that's a very fair question. And then someone just said that they build tiny homes. Who is that? K7 builds tiny homes. The chosen one is here, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Todd Epperson is here. But let me go back to, this is the reason why we need to end DEI hirings, not because she's black, because she's a woman. She doesn't belong in a position to overpower men. What if this auditor said, I'm going to beat the hell out of her and take her firearm? He could. She doesn't belong in the position. I love the hair. I think she looks pretty. She looks great. She looks absolutely great. I mean, if you take a look at her, and I'm not being weird or anything here, I'm just pointing out things that are obvious. Look at her. She has big, beautiful, full lips. Her hair is gorgeous. Her eyelashes are on. She looks great. If you were taking a girl out on a date and she came out looking like this, you'd be like, yeah, look at the girl I'm taking out. Look how she takes care of herself. She looks great. I'm not hacking her at all. What I'm saying is she doesn't belong being in charge of a man physically. And they didn't just send one pigtail. There you are, Liberty Blair. Now I can see you. I can't see your count, Liberty Blair. If you haven't noticed, sometimes I always show people saying things that you said in the chat, but I can never see them on your main channel. And there's nobody blocked. So, yeah, she'd mag dump him. Good to see you, Liberty Blair. Thanks for coming. She's all for show. There it is. I mean, I'll bet she has nice thumbs. I don't know what that means. Them DSLs though? What does that mean? What does them DSLs mean? DSLs. Them. Oh. I think I know what it means. I think I know what DSLs means. I think I remember. Yeah, she's got them. Those look great. She looks great, guys. Come on. I don't think I'm a man, flesh and bone. I'm not being perverted or rude or being sexualizing her at all. She's just a good-looking woman. There's nothing wrong with saying that. DSLs. She's got DSLs. So he could beat them both up at the same time.
Now what?
We had a call on you.
Okay, now what we gonna do?
They don't want you around here.
Now want me around here?
You take property.
Get out! I ain't on that property. This is public sidewalk.
Oh, last story, Leo?
I know this public sidewalk. Where you want me to stand? Right here?
Property, sir.
Right here?
Stop recording.
Is this the property?
Yeah, this is property too. You need to leave the
Is this the property right here?
You need to leave the area before you go to jail. I'm saying like that.
I need to leave the area before I go to jail?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
I gotta leave from this public sidewalk?
Leave the area, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna
Terry.
stand right here for you, okay?
Terry Oliver, check your email. Terry Oliver, check your email.
I'm gonna stand right here.
I got you,
I don't
Stimmy.
want it. I'm shooting a video. I'm shooting a video.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
How you doing?
All right. So you got any identification on you?
I need ID.
We just want to identify.
They send a man in. Of course they send a man in. And is that a thin blue line flag? No, I can't, it doesn't look like it. I thought this was a thin blue line, but it's looking like it's a black and white flag because it's a stitch on.
Now get your police like to go hands on. I just don't want.
I'm just trying to identify you, see what you're doing. You're making a lot of people nervous when you're at the bank.
They nervous?
Yeah.
You go check. Y'all probably need to go check on them then.
You have any idea? What's your name?
Why I got to give you my name?
What are you doing?
I'm just shooting a video.
What kind of video?
Just a video about Gaza City.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know it's not allowed to film.
It's not a what?
It's not allowed to film.
It's not allowed to film. in public. You sure about that?
I said it's not allowed to film.
It's not against the law to film.
Right, it's not allowed.
Okay, that's all I've been doing.
But we do want to identify.
But if I haven't done anything against the law, I don't have to give you my ID, right? Am I right about that?
You are right. But you
okay, well,
you haven't committed a crime.
Okay, so we're going to just leave it at that. Can y'all just get back in your car and leave me alone?
Oh, no, sir.
Who the hell? Who are you? What's your name? Name, badge number. Who?
Sergeant Green.
Sergeant Green.
Yes, sir.
You need to learn how to talk to the public when they're out here. No, you need to learn how to talk to the public when they're out here. Do you understand me, Sergeant? Sergeant, and you a sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Listen, Sergeant, I'm gonna do this. Can I get your name, badge number?
Officer Allen.
Now, Sergeant, Officer Allen.
Officer Parker.
Sergeant, I'm gonna tell you this right now before this go any further. I am on a traditional public forum doing something constitutionally protected. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Constitutionally protected.
Yes, it is.
Okay, if you don't know that, you don't need to be a sergeant, baby. You need to go look it up, baby. Well, I'm talking to you because I don't want you to violate U.S. Code 18242. Well, then don't violate that code.
But then you getting loud with me.
Yeah, I'm getting loud because y'all out here fucking with me.
No, I came to you. I asked for y'all.
You did, but she listen. I give respect when the gay. Was I respectful to you? Was I respectful to you? Be honest.
Well, yeah.
When I respectful to y'all when y'all first walked up, because I give respect where it's due. You ain't gonna tell you, but don't say ain't gonna tell me I'm gonna leave here.
I did like this.
Yeah, I don't have to come to you, and you way out there. Get your ass up there, come see me, come do your job.
Wow. I mean, it's like, just so you know, when I was in the dungeon, a story, Leo, I got your video. I queued it up. I'm going to show it next. So when I was in the dungeon, I had a group of black men who completely had my back. And there was some racism from one little group of black guys, but then the next group of black guys that came into the dorm completely and utterly had my back. And the biggest one there told them all, don't fuck with Chili, because if you fuck with him, you're fucking with me. And that really got the other black guys to not mess with me because he'd watched all my videos. But the lingo and the dialect and the way that some black people speak in urban communities, a lot of times it was hard for me to understand, because they'd be like, yo, Anna, I'll tell you what, Anna, and listen, Anna, I told that Anna, don't do this, Anna, and I'll tell you what, Anna, that Anna, what he did is he went and did this, Anna, you know what I'm saying, cuz? And I didn't even know what they were talking about because they use Anna in the phrase. I mean, if we're in mixed company and I can't speak freely. Obviously, my speech is being contained here, but the way that some black people would speak in jail was, yo, Anna, I tell you what, Anna, and you know what I'm saying, Anna, and I told that Anna, don't be doing that, Anna, and listen, Anna, I told that Anna, don't be doing that, Anna, and he did it anyway, Anna, you know what I'm saying, cuz? And I was like, what the fuck are you saying? But, and this is a good example of that, where these guys are communicating in a dialect and speak, and look at her, she's.
I'm respected to you, be honest.
Well, yeah,
and look at her, she's just worried about fixing her hair, and her hair looks great.
Respectful to y'all.
Look, she's primping. Look at her nails.
Walked up.
Look at her primping and fixing her pretty hair. Nothing wrong with that, but she shouldn't be wearing a gun and a vest in that situation.
Respect where it's due. You ain't gonna tell you, but don't say ain't gonna tell me I'm gonna leave here.
I did like this.
Yeah, I don't have to come to you, and you way out there. Get your ass up there, come see me, come do your job.
See, I didn't understand any of that. I didn't understand any of that. That's being spoken in a particular dialect that I don't understand. Does anybody know what he just, I mean, if you're black, you may understand what that guy just said, but I don't know what he just said. I have no idea what he just said. I'm going to play it again, and I'm not being disrespectful to black people at all whatsoever, but I don't understand what he just said. And she looks, I mean, I'm obsessing over this and the reason why I'm obsessing over this is because I don't think women should be police officers in the field. I don't think they should be.
I'm gonna leave here.
I did like this.
Yeah, I don't have to come to you, and you way out there. Get your ass up there, come see me, come do your job.
What? I don't know what the guy said, but he said something.
What's the profanity?
Nah, I ain't got
Whoa,
freedom.
whoa, there was profanity in there? I didn't hear any profanity.
I don't have to come to you, and you was waiting out there. Get your ass out there, come see me, come do your job.
Get your ass out the car.
Nah, I ain't got the freedom of speech.
I ain't say that.
Okay, well then, get your ass out the car and come do your job.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay, well then, no, your job is over. Your job is over. Okay.
Can you do me a favor? Can you see people pulling out here from the bank?
I went in that way.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. You good right here?
I was on public easement over there. Come on, let's walk over here. Come on, let me show you.
Listen to me. Hey,
am I being detained?
No.
Oh, okay, let's walk over here.
Oh, well, look at the professionalism. Look at this auditor. I don't know if this is his channel or not, but I definitely want to give him a thumbs up. And then I want to add in here algorithm so that he knows I dropped a comment for him.
I was on public easement over
And
there.
I was on a public easement over there. And then he says, before he walks away, she's still primping. She's still primping.
Come on, let's walk over here. Come on, let me show you.
Listen to me. Hey,
am I being detained?
No.
Oh, okay, let's walk over here.
Okay, then let's walk over here. Genius. Just genius. He burped a little bit there, which I do too.
Yeah, educate her, because she's a sergeant and don't know. Educate the mother. How the motherfucking sergeant?
Wait a minute. She's a sergeant? How is she a sergeant?
No, ain't educated on our rights. What kind of shit she teaching you? You too cute to be out here doing that.
And then he points out what I pointed
They
out.
can't trust me from public property. I'm on public property right now. You know this, better. You a sergeant? How long you been a sergeant, baby? I'm not on private property, baby. Look at these utility lines. Look at this shit. Hey, they don't pay for this shit, baby. Come on, baby. You should know this shit.
Brilliant.
No, because tell them to call.
They don't want you out here.
I don't give a damn. Because I'm shooting my video and they can't stop me from shooting my video right here on this public sidewalk. You should know this, man.
I do know you're not breaking the crime. You just.
Yeah.
But if we get a call, like I said, if we get a call.
If you get caught what? And ain't no crime going on then what?
They wanted us to check it out. We have no order.
Y'all check it out. And y'all see he ain't doing nothing on recording. Y'all don't need no idea, nothing from a man recording, because it's my constitutional protecting the right to be able to record in public. You know this though, right? Do you know this?
Well, that's why I just asked for your idea.
I know you just asked, but I'm declining. I'm refusing. Okay, who is this? Okay, who is this? How you doing, sir? You got name down on?
Did he come up running red? Did he come up running red?
I'm declining. I'm refusing. Y'all don't need no idea, nothing from a man recording, because it's my constitutional protecting the right to be able to record in public. You know this though, right? Do you know this?
Well, that's why I just asked for your idea.
I know you just asked, but I'm declining. I'm refusing. Okay, who is this?
Did that cop just come up running red, running blue lights?
How you doing, sir?
He's got blue
You got
lights
name
on.
down on? You got name and badge on? Detective Harris? Nice to meet you.
Detective? You're sending a detective for a guy?
I don't
with a
know. You
camera?
gotta go in the bank and ask them.
Jenna Weeks is here, everybody.
They uncomfortable.
What did she just say? Listen carefully here.
I don't know. You gotta go in the bank and ask them. They uncomfortable.
You got to go in the bank and ask them, but they uncomfortable. What are they uncomfortable about? Is a guy out there with a camera? The irony of it, the absolute hypocrisy of it. They're completely covered with cameras in that bank. There's cameras at the teller booth. There's cameras above the teller booth. There's cameras outside. There's cameras inside. I mean, what do you want to bet? There's 50 cameras in the bank. And let's say we're exaggerating. 20? Is there 20 cameras in the bank? Put a 1 in the chat. If there's at least 20 cameras in the bank. 20 cameras, Shakur Capital. Do you agree with that? That there's 20 cameras in the bank? I just want to know what you guys think. Is there at least 20 cameras in the bank? Oh, then, bro, he has a speech is bad. That's not because he's black. Oh, okay. So James is a black man chiming in saying that he has speech. His speech is bad. It's not just because he's black. Okay, got you. Thank you.
The motherfuckers is uncomfortable. Am I a customer? No, I'm just a regular dude on the corner shooting the video. I told him I don't give a damn. I'm not on their premises. Look at where my feet at. Am I on their property? Look at my feet though. You know this is a public sidewalk, right? Traditional public forum. Do you know that? Look at my feet though. I really need you to look down at my feet before you make your next statement.
Look down at my feet before you say another thing. I'm standing on a public easement. You dirty JBTP. I'm standing on a public easement. And you're going to decide if you're going to trespass me or not? And then Brent says there's at least 20. Let's OTVO says there's at least 20. Mr. Benson, sir, says there's at least 20. Hell Tantrum Bull says there's cameras on the wall in the lights. Liberty Blair says there's 69 cameras. Bee Chaser says there's 20 cameras. Brick says there's up to 99 cameras. I mean, I totally agree with this. I think there's even more. I think there's even more than that. James Forbes says scum sucker. I love it, James. I love it. James, I appreciate your contribution to this chat.
Y'all all right? Y'all all this for a man with a camera? Y'all okay? We got the detective out here. I don't know what the hell you were going to do when you pulled up. You kind of scared me. I said, you kind of scared me when you pulled up. I want to end my video. I don't have to do it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The guy drives off. You can hear, and then look at that. Look how uncomfortable they are. Look how uncomfortable they are. They're so uncomfortable. Oh, you understand him 100%. There was only a few words he said. There was only a few words that he said that I didn't understand. I understood everything else he was saying. So there was just one part, and I was like, what the hell did he just say? But I understood 95% of what he was saying. So I wasn't bashing him. I'm just saying that there's a different dialect and tone sometimes that's hard to understand.
What y'all talking about up there? Go see what they talking about. Come back to him. How you doing? Just a video. I don't really want to tell you.
So right there, what his eyes get all bugged out. Okay, right there, what I would recommend is that you do exactly what FAPA, First Amendment Protection Agency, and I have been working on together, where you just tell the cops and you tell the people, I'm here stress testing my First Amendment rights to uphold my right to be press and film in public. Are you going to support my right to be press and uphold my constitutional rights and my constitutional values? Because if you are, then I want to support you, officer. But if you don't, then I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right and I'm not going to talk to you any further. That's what I would recommend we do. And man, boy, you're like Dracula. First Amendment Protection Agency is like Dracula or Rumpelstiltskin or Beetlejuice. I said his name and poof, he appeared. I'm old and white and I can't understand all but most. Okay, got you. You and Let's OTVO. Team DLZ is a veteran. Let's OTVO is a veteran. And FAPA's in the room, everybody. So listen, like FAPA is doing, if you're not watching his videos, and FAPA and I have worked out this together on the phone, and he has put his boots on the ground and is doing the wisdom and logic of this middle-aged 50-year-old man, and he is crushing it. You know, his quick reactions on the street, I can't teach that. I can teach him some things that I would say in some ways to professionalize what you're doing, but I can't do as good as what someone is doing and say, oh, I'm doing it too. No, I'm participating, but I'm not doing what FAP is doing. He's out there crushing it.
Yeah. How you doing? What type of video you shooting? Just a video. I don't really want to tell you. I want to keep my business.
I'm stress testing our First Amendment right to be press on the street. Are you going to respect my First Amendment right?
Yeah. And no more. I'll come back whenever. You know what I'm saying? You got another question? Hey, what y'all talking about though?
It's not a competition.
Y'all gonna make my video good though. They gonna love this shit. They gonna love this shit right here.
Look down at his
They
feet.
gonna love this shit.
Are you good to go? You ain't
All
good
right.
to go, man. You good?
Good job. Good job.
He gave him a high five. Did you see that? They gave each other a high five. Watch this. This is dope.
Are you good to go? You ain't good
All right.
to go, man. You good?
Good job. Good job.
Did you see that? They smacked hands. Look at him stand his ground. What a
How you
champion.
doing? You got a name badge on, sir? Got a name badge on?
Simpson 13.
Simpson 13. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, y'all got a stupid ass sergeant though. I'm gonna tell y'all got a stupid ass sergeant, bro.
DEI hire. Chevy Box. Where you at, Chevy? Where you at, Chevy? So he stood his ground, y'all.
Woman, she talking about I need to leave from right here. She ain't got was she voted in or some shit? Cause she can't been moving up the ranks talking like that. What the fuck wrong with her?
It was
For
DEI.
real. That nigga ain't got a liquor sense.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, damn, sergeant. Look at you. Look, damn, sergeant, I tell you.
For guys like Brick Jonesy and BZ Watchdog and guys who are 100% on Team DLZ, let me point out, FAPA's putting his boots on the ground and the results are paying off. You put your boots on the ground, you film cops, and the results will pay off for you, especially if you professionalize it and let the people know what you're doing. I'm stress testing our First Amendment right. Tell the cop I'm stress testing my First Amendment rights. If you're going to respect that, I'll converse with you. If not, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right and let you do what you're going to do. I'm not moving my feet. You. That's. I mean, FAPA's killing it, you guys.
Are you good to go, baby?
All right, a damn sergeant. How close can I get over here? Come on, watch this. Hey, y'all look up. Can I get right here? What is this line? The banks? Well, let's see the driver saying this stupid ass sergeant. Let's see this goofy ass sergeant.
Chevy. Do me a favor, you guys. Put Chevy in the chat. Let's see if we can get Chevy to emerge. Are you here, Chevy? We can't arrest him. Watch him. Look at him. Watch him. He hadn't done nothing wrong.
Yeah. But I was coming anyway. I had to try to stop.
So what Butch the Original is referring to here is TeamDLZ.com. TeamDLZ.com is a micro social network just for Team DLZ members. There's something else coming out that's a bigger social network that I've been working on since I got out of jail. And I talked to the technologist last night. It's done. We have to decide when we're going to launch it. I've been so busy. Walk of shame. That's called the walk of shame right there, y'all. That's called the walk of shame. If you guys send Butch the Original a DM or an instant message on teamdlz.com, who Ski just joined yesterday. So if you guys send him a message, he will respond. Chevy, life under the microscope. This is called the walk of shame, y'all. When they come there to dominate you and you send them walking away.
But I was coming anyway. I had to try to stop.
Silly ass sergeant.
Appreciate
What
that.
find her at?
Walk of shame, boys. Walk of shame, boys and girls.
Drive of shame.
Drive of shame.
Let me watch y'all do the drive of shame.
Drive of shame.
It's the drive of shame for me.
The drive of shame.
It's the drive of shame for me, mate.
The drive of shame.
Especially you.
Later.
Thank you. You too.
And that's the sergeant. Oh, you came there to violate his rights, though.
It's
Now
the drive of shame for me.
So you guys know how we say that torture cuffs are always torture? Check this out. Torture cuffs are
The
always...
sugars on top, push the like button if you would do that for me. How is everybody doing today? Can I get a roll call? Everybody hit the number 1.
Check out my torture cuffs. Especially, check this out.
That's from Soy Leal. Soy Leal, are you in the chat still? This is from Soy Leal. Look at that.
Torture cuffs.
Where's breaking the flaw?
Excessive force.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to put a community page today. I'm going to make an announcement today. Good to see you. Good to see you.
But fuck the police.
What's going on with the Playboy?
Just that.
Look at the wrists. Wow, just they mangled them all up. They mangled them up. And here's another video that Soy Leo sent in to me.
But I can't go. So I ran the plates. You don't know. It doesn't come back to 1325.
Pero aquí vivo.
Okay, well,
Oh, first,
show me
name it first. Name
My name is Officer Herrera.
and number.
Officer Herrera. There's only one. The reason I'm contacting you is.
¿Qué pasó? What's the deal?
Can you ask if this guy lives with us?
Pues aquí vivo.
Okay. Make sure. So, all I'm asking for is an ID.
Pero para
Do you
qué?
have an ID, sir?
Nope.
You don't have an ID? What's your name?
Good citizen.
Right, go with the name of the hour.
Pues mira, si ellos llamaron, ya sabes toda mi
You're
información.
14 what's your name? What does the 20 come back to?
¿Y es la que llamó?
Who lives
Si
in
aquí
909
vivo.
Salvador Guillen? Who lives in 909 Salvador Guillen? Is that you?
No.
So this is on your car then?
Sí.
Can I see an ID?
¿Para qué?
Look, first of all, I already have enough to DUI you.
¿Pero quién está manejando?
You don't have to be driving.
Pero allá están las llaves allá.
No. You were in possession of the vehicle. The vehicle was on.
No. ¿Quién dijo?
Yeah, Barbara Button, try delete laws at Gmail and also try sohi90069 at Gmail. And the name of the company is Ethics. And then email me if you need more information. Cope Doggy Dog definitely knows it because this gentleman right here has been not only a friend, but Cope Doggy Dog has been a rabid supporter of Team DLZ since I started.
Muchas gracias. Just name and badge number, please.
Sir, so let me explain something to you.
Please.
I'll give you what you need in according manner, okay? So
Pero primero, ¿cómo voy? Pero no sé ni quién eres. ¿Y qué quieres que agarre?
I'm the one in charge here. It doesn't matter.
Entonces, ¿para qué me está hablando él, pues?
¿No hablaste a mí?
So I'm explaining to you. You're smoking marijuana.
Pero
Stand over here, sir. Stand over here.
Yeah, because smoking is so horrible. We have to ruin your life over smoking.
No surgeon seizures or nothing.
You know, the dog is out. And you
Oh, pues está bien.
listen to him. Listen to my partner, all right?
Mira, ¿por qué está? De-escalate, please.
Again, you're smoking marijuana inside the vehicle.
No searchers, please.
We're not searching anything. I'm letting you know why we came out here.
Pues ya me dijiste.
So what they're doing right here is called the plain view doctrine. They're trying to find out if he has anything in plain view.
Just so you know,
Look at the little doggy like Charlie.
it's still illegal to smoke marijuana in public. You're not inside a residence.
Nadie está fumando.
Yes, you are, sir.
Pues aquí vivo.
Pero está en la vía pública. Señor, ya estuvo.
Oh,
Saque, por favor.
Wow.
No gusta que esté caminando por todos lados.
Wow.
¿ok?
Pero,
Usted tiene el derecho de estar grabando, pero no andar caminando por todos
¿qué?
lados.
¿Estoy
Quédese
detenido?
aquí. Sí.
Pero,
está
¿por
detenido
qué?
porque nos marcaron diciendo que usted lleva muchas horas en el carro fumando marihuana.
pero-
Y es obvio que estaba fumando marihuana, entienda.
Pero
Quédese
¿quién?
hacia atrás, por favor. Ya estuvo bueno, ya.
Okay, no more hands. That's the assault and battery. No estoy, me dijiste que no estaba detained.
One, I never said you were not detained. You are detained.
Okay. Pero for what?
Now,
pero for what?
You really?
¿En serio? Pero ¿por qué estoy detained?
Look at your pupils too.
Pero ¿quién?
Pupils?
Mira, ¿son doctores o qué?
As a matter
¿Tienen un
of fact,
PH?
As a matter of fact, I am a drug recognition expert.
Pero
Two things. Number one, I think FUPA means something different than FAPA from the acronyms that I learned. And then secondly, he's a drug recognition expert. He went to a class at the Pig Academy and they gave him a certificate and said he's a drug recognition expert. What a load of shit. What a load of shit. And look up FUPA. It means something different.
I invoke my first and the fifth.
Invoke first and fifth for what?
De lo que quieran.
Pinpoint.
Pinpoint. No,
So let me explain something else. And Soy Leo, you can be the champion of this. Trifold comes out in Spanish this week. We'll have a Spanish trifold this week in Espanol. So for my Spanish brothers and sisters, literally we're translating the entire trifold into Spanish. So you guys are going to have that coming out this week as well.
La luz ya me candiló.
Okay, again, the reason why we're out here, your neighbors called.
Me dijiste que ellos llamaron y aquí vivo.
Your neighbors called.
¿A cuáles neighbors?
I'm not going to tell you who. Because I don't want you attacking them. One.
Attacking them?
Are you want me to explain to you?
Did he just say that?
Sin levantar la voz.
Wait a minute. Did he just say that?
Neighbors called.
¿A cuáles neighbors?
The neighbors called.
I'm going to tell you who.
Not going to tell you which neighbor called.
Because I don't want you attacking them.
I don't want you attacking them, booty hoe.
One.
Attacking?
Are you want me to explain to you?
Sin levantar la voz, please. Yo no estoy.
Well, stop talking over me.
Pero ¿quién estaba hablando?
Let me talk. Let me talk.
No.
Stop talking.
Stop talking. I'm a great big fat PIGGIE.
The reason we're out here because someone called that you have been
number,
smoking
please.
marijuana.
Nadie estaba.
What do you mean? Your car reeks of marijuana.
Pues no estaba.
You admit to it right now too.
¿Quién?
Were you recording? So you can go back to your recording where you say, "Yeah, I'm not driving, but I was smoking."
Nadie dijo que estoy fumando, nothing.
Anyway, that's not the point. The point is
exactly
you're smoking in public, which is an arrestable offense because you are under the influence.
¿De qué? Seriamente, mire, seriamente, lo primero que dijiste es que llamaron porque suspicious person.
Someone smoking inside the vehicle. I can show you my computer of the call, how it came up.
Let me say something to you, okay? To anybody watching this who's ever going to see this, thank you, Booty Ho, for the super chat. I appreciate it, okay? And for my editors, you can cut this into a short. If you ever call the police for someone dancing with Mary Jane, you are a disgusting jackboot thug pig sucker. You are. Let me put it clean so that my editors can get a good cut of this. Okay, if you ever call 911 and you call the police for someone smoking Mary Jane, then you are the problem in our society. You are a Karen. You are a Ken. You are the worst of the worst in our society. You should never, ever, ever call the police for someone who's dancing with Mary Jane. That is so ridiculously preposterous. You are disgusting. And whoever called the cops on this man for smoking Mary Jane is an absolute tyrant. You're the worst of our society. You are the worst of our society.
Ellos, please.
Look,
si ya dijiste, mira.
Be quiet, sir. Señor Leal, be quiet. If you want to continue this, then I can detain you, take you to the jail, and take your phone right now.
¿Pero para qué?
Okay? If you want to make a pedote, we'll make a pedote.
Yo no me estoy preguntando.
So I'm just having...
Okay, am I free to go?
You're not free to go. You're detained. So now...
Okay, ¿ahora de qué?
What is your name?
Pues ya se lo saben. Estoy seguro que les dieron más que información.
¿Ah? What is your name? What is your name?
Good citizen. I'm a good citizen. I plead my fifth. I plead my, I plead. Pues me están interrogando.
You a lawful order to identify yourself.
Pues nomás Jorge.
Jorge, ¿qué?
Jorge Leal, ya no es la primera vez.
What is your date of birth? Remember, falsifying your information is also a crime, right? What is your date of birth?
Y también I also impeded invoked my fifth. Not to speak with nothing.
I'm not reading you your Miranda rights, am I?
No, pero tampoco I could be quiet and don't answer any questions.
That's not how that works.
¿Cómo es que no?
Invoking your fifth is if you're incriminating yourself. You're not incriminating yourself.
No, but the fifth means that I could don't answer questions.
No, instead of recording, how about you read your actual laws so you understand them?
Okay, let's say if I don't give you my ID, will I be arrested?
You will be arrested.
If I don't give you my ID.
For refusing.
No, not for.
Okay, so listen, the cop is telling you, all right, so this is a good time to learn. Thanks, Real Talk. Not just any shit, but a real piece of shit if you call the cops on someone for Mary Jane. So let me explain it to you so that it's clear as a whistle. If the cop says he's going to write you a ticket or charge you with a statute, code, or ordinance, at that point, you have to give identification. You guys saw this happen to me in Philadelphia. When I went to the DMV and the crowd all started screaming at me, the cops came there and said, I'm going to write you a ticket for disturbing the peace. I had an interview that night with Anthony Allegrini Jr.'s parents. I couldn't miss that interview. Otherwise, I would have taken the ride and stood on my rights. However, when the cop at the DMV in Philadelphia told me that he was going to charge me with a crime and he needed my identification to properly charge me, at that point, you have to give your identification. The only way you have to give ID is upon probable cause. And I believe it's right here on the non-driver card. Hopefully the lights don't mess this up. So right here, it's on your non-driver cop card. Cop demands ID, says he has RAS, which is reasonable articulable suspicion. While filming, state, I plead the Fifth Amendment, I identify as good citizen, no IDs required. With only reasonable articulable suspicion, Hibble versus Nevada says citizens must state how they ID, not give your actual identification without probable cause. When the cop tells you he's going to charge you with a code, statute, or ordinance, at that point, you got to give him your ID. If he's saying I have reasonable articulable suspicion, you pull out your Fifth Amendment cop card non-driver and you show it to him. Cop demands ID, says he has RAS. It says right here, officer, that Hibble versus Nevada says we have to state how I ID, not give ID. So there's a little learning lesson right there. I don't want to give the cop my ID. If he says he's going to charge me with a crime, then I have to. I have to give ID. XXGO is in the room. Rising Tides. Lou, call the cops for someone dancing with Mary Jane makes you a narc. Listen, let me tell you something. If you know of someone who killed somebody else, I want you to go and tell the police. If you know of someone who has kidnapped somebody else, I want you to go to the police and tell the police what you know. I'm not for stitches get snitches. Snitches get stitches. Black Phantom, who I have not heard from before. This is the first time I've heard from Black Phantom. I wouldn't know the extent of my rights if it wasn't for Delete Laws and some other channels on YouTube. That's why I bought your trifold. Right on, Black Phantom. Oh, let me check my orders and see if I have to send off any more. You get everything I sell in my back store for free. You get my poster, you get my ebook, you get the cop cards, you get absolutely everything. So shoot me your email address. I don't see your order today. You may have ordered previously, but I'll send you my ebook and my poster and the digital trifold that's in black and white grayscale so that you can get everything that I sell for free. Thanks for your support. So I just want to make sure everybody understands if the cop is going to say he has probable cause to arrest you, then you have to give your ID. Rising Tides Outreach, Lou, thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. We don't stop.
Refusing because I prefer to stay quiet. Hey, invoke my fourth. I have the right to protect myself, my papers, and the person.
This is marijuana talking?
Pero,
go ahead and give me your date of birth. That's all I need. So I know who I talked to.
Pero ya sabes con quién.
I don't have your date of birth. Anybody could give me a random name.
Pero quién?
I'm asking you one last time.
Are you asking me or ordering?
Lawful order.
So what I'm saying is if you know that someone murdered somebody else and I'm talking to I Hate Dog here. If you know someone murdered someone else, I don't agree with murdering people. I'm not down with you murdering somebody. If you know of someone who has somebody kidnapped and locked in their basement, I don't agree with kidnapping. If you know someone who's touched a child or is touching a child, I don't agree with that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, there's only one group that has a monopoly on power and authority, and it's the JBTPs. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying if there's some minor infraction of the law or even someone broke your window. I don't think you need to call the cops for every little thing. I'm talking about if someone murdered someone else, if someone has kidnapped somebody else, or someone's touching a child and you know about it. I don't care if you have to send an anonymous letter, because the 1983 case of Illinois versus Gates allows police to investigate anonymous confidential tips. That's the 1983 case of Illinois versus Gates. Okay, so there it is. There it is. I just want to be clear on what I'm clarifying here.
For your identification, you do not have an ID. Which no tengo. Okay, then I don't know why you're even inside the car if you don't have an ID. Two? I'm giving you off order to give me your name and date of birth. That's it.
If not, I'll be arrested.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay, Jorge Leal.
Okay, right there when he says he's going to arrest you if you don't give ID, then you got to give your ID.
6'7". Man, look like you're a druggie asking for a freaking crack. 9, 5, 6, 7. Oye, parece el Tecato perdiendo droga. Asking for an ID. Jeez. Hope you guys are satisfied. Like tweak, they swear for an ID. Incredible. Just freaking incredible.
Oh, Kinetics Customs and Racing has a
name and badge number, please. Refusal to ID. I'm pretty sure it's on your. And no, miro. Ya todo candilado. My eyes are all jacked up. Oh, you tried to.
What do I hear?
No, you touched my camera. That's assault and battery. No puedes andarme tocando just for the hell of it. Would you like it if I touched you?
Are you going to 1015? It is an offense, smoking.
Well, yo no estaba fumando.
Do you know what the term hot box is?
Pues no estaba fumando.
All the smoke came out of the car.
Pero no había.
Do you know what the term hot box is when it comes to the cops putting you in a car and turning on the heater or turning off the heater and you're in a freezing ass car? It's a hot box or a cold box that the cop says to people all the time.
And then you
dog license. You have
that's besides the point.
That helps clarify what I was saying. The only time you would involve yourself with, you have to go to the police. If there's no victim, then you don't call the police. Dan Hanlon's here, everybody. If there is a victim of murder or kidnapping or graping, you may have to call the police.
Point. No, it is a point. You also have the right to ask that.
You could ask.
You could survive.
That's what I just.
Oh, exactly. And I don't have to answer.
Okay, so then
exactly.
You can't provide proof of that.
Provide a proof of what?
To come over here. You don't have you have an unlicensed dog.
How do you
What?
know?
Because I'm asking you.
And I don't have to answer.
Yes, you do.
No, he doesn't.
Without my lawyer.
We know. I see the
All right,
dog.
go ahead and call your lawyer.
Washa, check it out.
I told you not to move. Okay, that's enough.
Do you want to see that? I have in my car, en la llave tengo su vacuna shot medalla for my dog.
I ask you for that, and now you want to.
And I'm telling you, but
did I not ask you for that in the right way, and you refuse?
You don't have to give him a license for your dog. The investigation is not about your dog. The investigation is not about his dog, so he doesn't have to provide the license for his dog. The investigation is about Mary Jane. It's outside of the scope. Whoever this cop is, Rangel, whatever his name is, he's lying.
Refused what? But that's besides the point. But yes, I lo tengo si quieres.
Go.
Ahí en el llavero
Aaron
está.
Peterson.
He's had it for a while. I don't like
Booty ho!
Go ahead, put your inspector.
Oh, dude, you're kidding me.
I'm not refused. I mean, I'm not.
You're worried that you have an outstanding warrant?
No sé de dónde.
Now they're gonna put him in torture.
Nomás no la pongas muy dura. Hi.
How long were
Please,
you in jail
gracias.
for, Soy Leo? You still in here,
San
Soy?
Mateo County, you know you're wanted?
Sobrina, estira. Si puedes agarrar, ahí están las llaves metidas. Si puedes agarrar mi perro, please, y meterlo a la recámara. Llamarle a Chilo que venga por él. Mira, aquí está mi teléfono. Agárralo, sobrina. Agarra mi teléfono, está en la cajuela atrás, mira. Ahí está mi teléfono. Ahí llámale a Hernando y a Chilo para que vengan por el perro. Ahí están las llaves en el tablero.
Let me get the dog out first.
Booty ho, check your email. I just sent you everything I sell for free on the back end. Remember, guys, today's 2-for-1 trifolds. Today is 2-for-1 trifolds. If you need a third trifold with your order, contact me because I gave away like 9 last night. No, 6. 6 goes to Ed, and then 3 and 3. I did 12 last night for 3 orders. So if you need a third one, let me know, but I'll definitely give you 2-for-1 today. And Booty ho, if you would check your email, please. And these cops are so petty. They're erasing him. They're taking him to jail. It's just so crazy. Yeah, you know the rest. Is Soy Leo still here? Torture cuffs are always torture. So we're not going to be able to see this anymore because he put the camera down. Check your email, Booty ho. Oh, he deleted the video.
And nobody can keep them open down.
Check your email, Booty ho. Soy Leo's channel's right there, you guys, if you want to subscribe.
You on his phone? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Get over there and subscribe to Soy Leo.
Wait,
Sammy,
so the reason he's being arrested, he does have an outstanding warrant for traffic violations. He has a suspended license, and he's also smoking narcotics inside the vehicle.
Narcotics? He said he's smoking narcotics?
The end.
The end. And then he ends his video. What a jackboot thug pig. I'm not doing any Trump videos. I'm going to tell you what Trump is doing, but I'm not going to listen to the dumpster fire talking. He suspended all civil rights violations. He suspended all federal consent decrees in every police department in America. This is what an authoritarian does. This is what a copsucker does. So the cops are not going to be held accountable. They're not going to be held accountable. Actually, this next week, fighting, we're going to be teaching Constitutional Law Scholar, and we got the trifold coming out in Spanish this week for my Spanish brothers and sisters. We're going to have that going on. So, yeah, we saw that. That's some BS right there. That's some BS right there. Yeah, I can't say those words, Isabel, because YouTube China. But yeah, that's exactly correct. That's exactly correct. I mean, listen, I've got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. April Rain was here. Brandy Sweeney was here. Ski was here. Thank you guys for your support. Barbara Budden. Let me check my phone here and see if I got a Zelle from you. Barbara, shoot me over your full shipping address. We can work out the Zelle thing later, but I'm shipping. So get me your full shipping address so that I can get your trifold and cop cards out to you right away. And remember, you guys, I don't accept any videos or documents unless they're sent through WeTransfer, which has a scanner on it for viruses and stuff like that. So I got your email address, D. I'm just going to call you D. I'm not going to say where you're from, but I think I know where you're from, D. I'm going to send you link where you can upload documents and videos and send them to me, and I pay for that transfer. Okay. So thank you guys for your support. Cope Doggy Dog. I did not see Chevy. Chevy was in the chat last night, so he was up pretty late with me. Gloria was here. Thank you, Gloria. Liberty Blair was here. XXGO, Soy Leal, April Rain, Brandy Swaney. I'm not sure where you are. There you are. Bam Bam. K7. What is going on? K7, let me know if you want me to announce you in the way. William Beltrain, just so you guys know, William Beltrain is an avid member of Team DLZ. He's such a big supporter. I mean, constantly. Cope Doggy Dog, huge supporter. Call to Duty Auditor. First time I'm saying your name today. Aaron Peterson. Is this the same Aaron that communicates with me on Instagram? I'd like to know if that's the same Aaron Peterson. If it is, shoot me a DM on Instagram. OTVO, for the glory of Christ, is in the chat. Everybody, welcome for the glory of Christ who's in the chat. Death Angel, first time I'm saying your name today, second time I think I said it earlier. James Forbes, love you flockers. Have a great day, says Sammy. Jennifer Hill was here. There it is. Forrest Bales was here. Forrest Fallis was here. Sorry about that. Go get them today. Watch you 6. Be safe and get the board game on the market soon. I will get the board game on the market. And big shout out to Chuck P. Big shout out to Maximus. To my friend Maxim, who's watching this. I'm sure that you're watching this, Maxim. I'm not an attorney. I can't do some of the things that you're asking me to do in your emails. I wish I could, but I can't do some of the things that you want me to do. I can expose it. I can show it. I'm down skiing. Life under the microscope. King Braveheart. King Braveheart's in the chat. Love you, King Braveheart. You're amazing. You are an amazing human being. So another lockdown, says Brick Jonesy. Let's OTVO was here. Everybody, my goodness, such a great group of people, man. I really appreciate your love and your support. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. Mikey B was here. Greg, Bruce, thank you for your support. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators. Done. Let's finish Constitutional Law Scholar. Yeah. We are almost completed with this motherfucker. I cannot wait. Yeah, bro, you gotta. I will send you an email with a link so that you can send me that information, and I appreciate you contacting me. There it is. Okie dokie. Oh. Yo. Whoop. Ha. Thanks, Cope Doggy Dog. AMG Stealth. Whoops. I didn't end the stream. Sorry about that, guys. Jenna Weeks. Buzz Purr. Thanks, guys. Whoops. Face a little red. Second time I've done it this week. All right. See you guys later. Later, Mikey B.